what it be, what it do? It's Tony the Dude. Welcome back. Hello.
Here.
Well, we're here.
Howdy.
How you doing, old friend?
I'm vibing.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
Welcome
Granted,
to this.
we still only have
here.
us two once again, but we're vibing.
Fellas, this week we are not going to be joined by Chris again. He had some dilemmas in his current residence, so unfortunately we won't have an Avery tonight. But we'll have someone even better. Why can't I get your camera? Come on. Probably because you won't blink. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Aha! Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, Lil. It has been a minute since we played some DnD.
And it's been a while.
But
I am ready, but I promised my dad I would check on the animals that are out in the fucking living room at least once before I start this, so I will do that really quickly, and then I'll be fully ready.
While I'm doing that, we'll send it right over to Fellas. Hello, and welcome back to the Jaeger D&D campaign. I am your host, TonyTheDudeTV, your dungeon master. For those of you who are new, this is Team Jaeger. Jaeger is a RWBY-based D&D... Oh shit, hold on. My camera's a little messed up on this lad. Jaeger is a RWBY-based D&D campaign set on an alternate timeline in the world of Remnant. I am the creator of this world. I control everything, to the wildlife in the forests, to the wind in the air, to the monsters and villains in this world. This is the story of Jaeger. This would be the part where I say joining me this week, but Lil disappeared for a moment. However, let us get right into previously on Jaeger episode 8. As the sun begins to rise, Jade wakes up to find herself alone in her room. Confusion fills her mind as she realizes her teammates are nowhere to be found. Determined to make the most of her day, she resolves to embark on a solo adventure, ready to seize every opportunity that comes her way. Her first stop is the Armory, a place where she dreams, or a place where dreams take shape and legends are forged. With determination blazing in her eyes, Jade dives into crafting her very first weapon. Okay, this is very important. Hours slip away, like sand through her fingers, but she persists, pouring her heart and soul into the creation. And finally, with a triumphant shout, she unveils her masterpiece. A magnificent, double-bladed, retractable sword, pulsating with the raw power of the Speed Force. Filled with a newfound confidence, Jade makes her way to the field where her dear friend Misha awaits. The air crackles with excitement as they exchange greetings and stretch their limbs, preparing for the ultimate test of speed and agility. Jade can't help but flash a mischievous smile, brandishing her gleaming sword. Misha's eyes widen in awe, unable to contain her astonishment at Jade's creation. With adrenaline coursing through her veins, they set the ground rules for their epic showdown. The deserted racetrack becomes their arena, echoing with the promise of exhilaration and adventure, like lightning bolts personified. Jade and Misha take their marks, ready to push their limits and explore the depths of their Speed Force abilities. The race began. The world blurs around them as they unleash their lightning-fast strides. They navigate each checkpoint with finesse, their bodies moving in perfect synchrony with the rhythm of the universe. Laughter and friendly taunts fill the air, blending with sound of their pounding footsteps. They dodge obstacles effortlessly, their determination shining bright in their eyes. It was time. This was a pivotal moment for both Jade and Misha. Their fates brought together, and the power of their friendship, even within a short time, they had a powerful bond between the two. It would soon come to find out that they were almost more than friends. Like, best friends since childhood. I love that the song came up right at the right time for that. It was sick. Man. In an awe-inspiring display of skill and grace, Jade crosses the finish line, leaving Misha trailing behind. A mix of surprise and admiration fills Misha's expression as she watches her friends celebrate victory. She can't help but feel a swell of pride for Jade's undeniable talent. The bond between them strengthens in that moment, transcending mere friendship. Jade and Misha bask in their shared triumph, their infectious joy reverberating through the racetrack. Hand in hand, they embark on a victory lap, their footsteps echoing like a symphony of speed. With an exchange of a tender kiss, they solidify their love and commitment. The world around them seems to fade away, leaving only their shared connection. As their love story unfolds, later that night, an unexpected event shakes the tranquility of the night. A clash of lightning disrupts the peacefulness, illuminating the room with its fierce brilliance. Amidst the chaos, blurry figures materialize. A girl dressed in fiery red and mysterious purple, and a mysterious purple speedster crashing through the window, fighting one another with lightning reflexes. The one hooded figure, the purple speedster, swoops in to protect Jade from imminent danger. As the girl in red reaches to get Jade, almost as if she was there specifically to harm her, the purple speedster whisks her away from harm's reach. A bolt of lightning strikes Glacia, rendering her unconscious. But what did Glacia see when she was unconscious? Well,
I actually don't know. I was not told.
We don't know, right?
I was not told.
We're gonna find out this episode. It's gonna be crazy. Alright. When Glacia finally regained consciousness, she found herself back in her bed, surrounded by familiarity. Jade lies beside her, safe and unharmed. The window stands undamaged, as if the thunderous clash had never occurred. Confusion clouds Glacia's mind, leaving her with unanswered questions and a sense of foreboding. What mysteries lie hidden within the stormy night? What adventures await Jade and her newfound love, Misha? Find out tonight on Jaeger Episode 8, The Girl in Red, for the next thrilling chapter, where passion and destiny intertwine in extraordinary ways. Well, Dale.
Yeah.
Welcome to DnD.
Well.
Shit. It is what it is. Well. Shit. Previously, we ended our last session off beginning our first mission as Ozpin gave us a very important mission. We might as well play that scene back a tiny bit.
Yeah.
So we'll bring it right back to Ozpin kind of giving us our initial mission and us kind of heading off. Alright. Let me turn this off. Perfect.
Sorry, I told you that we're doing D&D.
All good. Let's see. So, the team gathers in the training room where Professor Ozpin stands before them, a stern yet supportive expression on his face. Congratulations, Team Jaeger. Your unwavering commitment to each other and your determination to overcome adversity have brought you back together.
Glacia, like, side-eyes Avery, like, what? Come on.
Avery, in this instance, seems distracted as whatever adventures he embarked on clearly had a lot of deep thought. He is quieter than usual this time around. He says nothing and kind of lets things unfold as they should. Ooh. Team Jaeger, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Ready right as rain. I, too, am ready, Professor. Excellent. The mission I have in mind is of the utmost importance. There have been reports of grim activity in a remote village on the outskirts of Mistral. It is called Keon Village. The villagers are in need of assistance. It is your duty to ensure their safety. This will be your first mission as huntsmen in training. But before you embark on this mission, I want to remind you of the core values that Haven Academy stands for. Compassion, teamwork, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. These values will guide you as you face the challenges ahead. We understand, Professor. We can do it. We're totally gonna uphold all the principles of Haven and protect everyone. Very well, kid. You will be
she kind of like stands leaning on her side. She's like, yeah, that's an optimistic option, but alright, let's do it. And she like stands up and spins the scythe in her hand.
I think my team is ready. Very well. You will be assigned to the village to investigate the Grim and eliminate any danger. Remember, teamwork is crucial. Each member of your team brings unique strengths to the table, and it is through cooperation that you will achieve success. I think we've learned the importance of staying together. Only we can support one another. Right, Jade? Yeah. I'm really happy today, so yeah.
Honestly, Glacy looks over at Jade, she's like, you got a lot of energy. I wish I could match that.
I noticed you were talking more, kid. Well, yeah. A lot happened yesterday. Speaking of which.
Glacy sees a little faint blush on her face.
Hey guys. Misha appears. Oh yeah. We're dating now.
Glacia looks and she's like, I know.
What? She's like, you told them? Well, I did now.
No, she didn't actually. I just saw it.
She's like, oh man.
Jade saw me.
So wait, that means you saw me lose.
Yeah, I did.
Just try not to tell people that I lost.
Glacia kind of walks up behind Jade and kind of like,
you're just mad. No, you
like,
lost.
Okay. She kind of like walks over to Jade, puts her hand on her head, and kind of like starts rubbing her head. She's like, little kitten can actually run pretty fast if you really want it to be. Sure, that's her do.
Huh. Well, Team Jaeger, prepare yourselves for the mission ahead. Your ship will be arriving any moment. Remember, rely on each other. Most importantly, stay vigilant. Fate of the villagers rests in your hands. You never know what dangers you will see out there. You may learn more than you.
Okay.
You may encounter more than you thought to expect. Well, better time than ever, I guess.
Now's as good as time as any.
At the end of last episode, we also learned that Professor or Headmaster Goodwitch has become Haven's newest headmaster. Because we killed him again. I killed him. But
just earlier on this time.
We have a much more interesting character for these adventures. So, without further ado, welcome to Tailspire. That's not Tailspire. Welcome. Fuck. Welcome to Tailspire. Welcome. So, you are on board your ship now. We begin our session in the dropship, heading to the location. Everyone's prepping their gear, and we have been paired with Team Mavis. The team that, essentially Mavis is leading, as we learned in the Lightning Symphony. Misha is a lone wolf. She essentially shadows incomplete huntsman teams until they have replacement members assigned to them in due time. So, Misha leads Team Mavis. Their prior member, let's just say, things didn't really work out, you know? Things didn't really work out, and, may I introduce to you, if you can look off to your left, you see the, NPC frame. However, I'm going to also add it to the thingamabob of the thingamabob, so give me a sec. Okay. Alright, just skedaddling. Shabam! I introduce to you Team Mavish. Why is there a filter on it? Not all. This is Team Mavish. the crazy, all-inspiring Huntsman team. I will introduce to you them one at a time. We will start with our first character. So, you want to introduce the main character with me?
I mean,
so
sure.
We're on the ship, and Mavis, Misha says, "Well, I guess it's a better time than any to introduce to you my team. Team Jaeger. I'd like to introduce to you Adeline Mistral, my second in command. Hello. It's nice to meet everyone." And she's very short. She's much shorter than everybody else. Closer to height in Glacia, because Glacia is, I think, the shortest.
The shortest.
Next to
yeah,
Jade.
She is the shortest.
Yeah.
I think she's like an inch shorter than Jade, actually, or she's like an inch tall.
For once, Glacia actually feels tall. Straight up, she feels tall.
Glacia looks, she's like, this is weird. Why? I don't like this.
I don't like it either, but...
She looked at Jack, she's like, is this what it feels like to be tall? I don't like being tall. Can I go back to being short?
You see Jax just bristle the top of your head like, yeah.
I am short.
His hand,
I know that.
His hand is so big that he can fit your entire head in the palm of his hand.
Can you not? I have ears. That hurts.
He just laughs and he says, kids.
I am not a kid.
Hey, you're a kid too, aren't you? Well, yeah, but I'd like to think of myself the adults of the kid group.
Yeah, well, have you? You know what?
I'll have you know, I drink milk.
I'll have you know, I know how to fight like an Atlas military member. I don't think that's actually something to brag about or anything, but
I guess we'll have to see you in action then.
You kind of see her put her hands like on her thighs where her daggers are. She's like, "You'll see."
In the middle, you see, she points to, this is Victor Oswald. Hey, how's it going?
Your voice is scary, but your goggles look cool.
Oh, thanks. Well, apart from my rather interesting tone, I am very elegant. As you can see, I play, what's it called again? Wait.
What are you trying to look at?
Look at his, he's got a, I think, no, it's a not a harmonica.
A harp?
A harp. Is it a harp?
A harp, yeah.
Let's find out. Hold on. We're gonna figure it out. Can't be on the case. Where is it?
You're either thinking of a harp or a lute.
It's an instrument. Wait.
So you're thinking of one of the two.
It's a harp. You were right. You're right. It's a harp. He says,
I was about to say, either that or
I can play the harp with my knife. He plays it and shit. I don't know how it works, but he plays a soft tune that kind of is very elegant, and everyone's like, it kind of calms everybody down. And his semblance, essentially entanglement with the harp, allows him to kind of influence the influential feeling in the room, so he can use essentially music to make people feel happy or sad or angry or badass, and it overall improves their ability to focus in battle. And
he's a bard.
It also gives them like a hardened strength. So yeah, he's also a master.
Over here, a bard.
A what?
It's a bard.
I don't know, maybe.
Sounds like a bard.
Yeah, I'd say he's a bard. He's because I don't have a sheet for him, but it's pretty much, yeah. And his harp can also, you know, it wouldn't be RWBY if it couldn't turn into a gun. It has a little thing.
It's a customizable high-impact sniper rifle. A what? It's also a gun.
It fires essentially like these tracer darts. Fires cool tracer darts.
So is the gun non-lethal?
It's lethal. It can be lethal, depending on how many he fires. Lethal? It can be lethal.
Huh.
But essentially, he's more of like a do no harm kind of guy. But when it comes to Grim, he has a different way of influencing Grim in various different ways. You know, he's a very intellectual guy.
You know, I unintentionally realized this. My mind legislated. You know what I like looking at fucking Aerodyne and Victor, you know who they remind me of?
Who?
Fucking, it reminds me of Scanlan and fucking Pike from Critical Role.
I love that you compared it to that because a lot of inspiration came from Scanlan.
Aerodyne literally looks like Pike, just with different colored, a different colored hair. Instead of blonde, she's white hair.
I love that.
And this dude's just a taller version of Scanlan.
And when I was designing him, I was like, why do I just think of Scanlan when I?
You just thought, why did I accidentally just make Scanlan?
I didn't mean to, but I did at the same time.
You accidentally made Scanlan.
I accidentally made Scanlan. God damn it. There we go. That's better. And she then points to her final teammate, the heart and soul of Team Mavis, Shell Serenity. Oh, I love her. She is our first Aquafaunus. She's essentially a squid. She's like, why, thank you. It's nice to meet everyone. My name is Shell.
She basically says as she's looking up at her, she's like, this is, you know what? This is normal.
Jade's just kind of like, so you're like a real squid? She's like, yeah. Sorry. She's like,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. She's like, I didn't mean to. She's like, I just get really curious with other people. I think you're so cool looking. You're such a you're cool looking person. She's like, well, you're a really curious looking cat. She's like, I can turn into a cat too. She's like, she just poofs right into her arms and she's just a cat. She's
she does that. Also, I see you making a curious cat reference from the fairy tales we read. I see you. No, this is Glacia literally looking at her. She's like, I see you making that reference. Don't think I didn't catch it. I used to read that all the time when I was a kid.
Well, who didn't? Who hasn't read that book?
I can think of someone. She looks back at Avery.
You just.
She's like, I don't know. He's been like that since we've met up again.
He hasn't said a word since we've seen him. I'm not really sure what's going on.
I'm not either, but at the same time, that's fine. He'll be back to normal eventually.
Well, I hope he can prove himself in a fight. Just in case we fight anything.
I just hope he doesn't try to kill himself on accident.
So, Misha says, I have a plan of attack and action. Our team, we're gonna drop on the south end of the village, and our plan is to protect the outskirts of town while Team Jaeger goes in to figure out what is kind of further the investigation while we hold the line. You know, we're really good at combat, and I think we do an awesome job holding the line. And you guys are you have a speedster on your side, so I think everything is great. I'm also a speedster. For any Jackson, right? I'm a speedster, by the way, too. Wow, so we just speedsters everywhere. Well,
yeah, she looks at Jack. Glaze looks at Jack. Yeah, I don't get it, but I mean,
obviously
they do.
Before me, it's kind of the only speedster around. Kind of a big deal around here. She's like.
She looks at Misha, then looks at Jade. But you're the same as her, just with different color palette.
Well, some of us have more unique variations of our abilities that others can't replicate.
You're black and yellow, and Jade's just in red and gray. The only difference.
Well, in terms of
like outfit color.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, actually, technically, Jade has more like red in this version of her outfit, at least. She has more. It's just the black pants, I think.
Yoni, read your damn text messages. I texted him on Snapchat and Discord. Read your damn text messages.
So, Jackson says, what do we know about the drop zone that we're landing into? Well, the report says that while there have been inclement weather in the surrounding area for some time, causing red skies and red lightning, it's well, it hasn't been good to the surrounding environment. Has been seeing treacherous devastation, so we're going to have to be very careful while we're on foot, especially us speedsters. We attract lightning towards us. So don't be surprised if one of you accidentally gets struck by accident. Great.
Again?
I mean, I can take lightning. Shell kind of wraps her tentacles around herself. She's like, I don't really feel the effect of lightning. I can kind of harness it. That's kind of the cool thing about one of our team attacks. We can actually, I can cast my lightning at her and she can kind of supercharge it and then cast her own lightning. It's pretty cool.
Wait, question. Didn't you just get on their team today?
Well, no, I've been on their team for some time. I just haven't introduced them for a minute.
Huh.
I bounce around between different teams and help out where I can.
That's why I was asking.
They allowed me to do it because I can be in more places than one. I still have to learn how to do that.
I was gonna say, Jake, can you do that?
No, but I'm learning.
Sure.
She's like, yeah. I kind of showed her how to make a speed mirage during our showdown at the race, but
I'm gonna fucking
she's still
kill
mastering
it.
it.
I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Why?
Cause I texted him both on Snapchat and on Discord. I said, hey, we're doing DnD for a little bit. I'll join when I'm done. And he hasn't read either of them.
Is he still inviting you?
Yes!
Oh my god.
He has invited me 3 times.
Message
I'm
him on
like, leave
Xbox.
me alone.
Fucking use Game Bar and message him on Xbox real quick.
You know what? Hold on.
Fucking shit. Fucking Chris is already... Wait. How is Chris playing Dead Island 2?
I don't know.
With Yoni. So... Yo.
Nah, hold on. Let me, one second.
Alright.
Hold on.
What the fuck?
I need, hold on. Wait a minute.
Thought you said you couldn't be loud and be talking. What happened there?
This is happening now.
Are we raiding the party? I'll join too. We raiding? I'll wait till you join first. What kind of dumb shit is this, boys? We're taking a halt in the campaign to raid the party.
Would you like to read your damn messages?
God
I sent
damn
you a
it.
message on Snapchat and on Discord, and you read neither of them.
That's toxic, bro.
Oh.
I'm here.
I'm talking to Chris.
Yeah, you are here, Chris. I thought you said you couldn't
Yeah,
play.
you're
I thought
here,
you couldn't do D&D tonight. What happened?
My
Thought you
bad.
couldn't be loud. Thought you couldn't be talking. What happened?
Our D&D sessions don't end till 3 in the morning. I guarantee my aunt is not going to be up till 3 in the morning.
It's 1 in the morning.
And it was literally, we could have started a while ago.
We were waiting for
If you had
you.
said, I'll be late, but you could start, then you could have said that and we'd be fine.
Some toxic ass shit.
Can I
I
help
didn't
you?
even get home till like 5 minutes ago, guys. Chill.
Can
I
I
was
help?
literally-
I'm not even, no, you're aside.
I'm fucking with you. I'm doing it on
I'm more annoyed
purpose.
at Yoni for not reading his fucking text messages.
I have a
I
child
saw
on my
Chris and
lap.
I chose violence, so.
I don't care! Push her off your lap, I don't give a fuck!
I can't do that.
Chat, what
Yes,
the
you
fuck?
can.
I can't.
See what happens when you try to schedule D&D.
Push her
And
off
everything
your
goes
lap,
to
but
shit.
no.
Anyway, back
Anyway.
to D&D. I'll be in the party, but I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be here. I will be muted.
That's
I'm
fine.
muting too.
Because,
Bye.
you know, your fucking dumbass doesn't read your text messages until now.
Assholes. Anyways, welcome back to D&D, Lil. How you feeling? It's some bullshit. Are you ready to drop in
Jesus fucking Christ.
some dog shit? What the fuck? Anyway, welcome back to D&D.
Fucking kill them. I wanna fucking kill them both. Both of them.
The pilot then goes over the intercom. He says, hold on.
I understood he was saying some shit, so I was checking.
He goes over to the intercom and he says,
Attention passengers, I have to drop y'all just south of the location. Drop zone's too hot to drop. Lightning storm throughout the city. Shit's getting real out there, so we're gonna drop the south location and
Lacey kind of looks like, is it landing strategy time again?
no landing strategy. We can land you. We don't have to do all that this time.
What?
Sorry about that.
Strategy's fun.
No, shut up, Buckshot. I wanted to do the radio. Sorry, sir.
Aye,
sir.
You had no, Tony. You had to watch Fairy Tale to understand why I fucking love
I
saying
know.
that.
I wish I was in the loop. Oh shit.
The only thing is, Fairy Tale has over 300 episodes, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, I'm barely only 60 episodes in, so.
Oh god, hold on. That's not it. Hang on. I lost the map. Where am I at? Where's the...
underwater.
Hold on. Where's my game? Where are we going? Hold on.
I don't know.
I have to figure out. That way. Haha, I found it. I found the start zone.
You have to find Glacia and Jax's glowing bright fucking colors.
The ship flies in and hovers still slightly, it's like a couple feet above the drop zone. Like, it's short of a landing strategy. You can drop a little bit, like 10 feet, but...
Glacia looks up, flips them off, and backflips because I can.
Delio!
Everyone drops
She
from the
backflips and
ship,
lands. She's like, alright then.
and a pelican takes off. Fellish, we arrived in the forest, and we look up in the sky. Red skies, dark, gloomy. Very hard to.
She kind of like pulls her dagger out. You see her extend it into the scythe and just stab it, like spin it and stab it in the ground for a minute. You know, you will love using that every chance you get.
Because it is a scythe. It's Ruby's. It's the Ruby scythe sound effect.
Yeah.
Like genuinely.
Actually, she's like, Jax, why am I getting flashbacks to the literally last night? I don't like this. Not again.
That was a crazy night.
Yeah, I got fucking thrown into the bookshelf and fucking that book's dropped on my head. That wasn't fun. My ears still hurt. I just feel like her ears like pinned downwards. She's like, my ears still hurt.
You then see Jade not paying attention to the conversation. She's texting Misha. You see her spamming the heart emojis. She's spamming the heart emojis.
Like, tap her on the back, like smack her in the back of the head. Pay attention.
Oh, sorry. Wow. So we're here. So what?
Yes.
Wow. This is something. Why are the skies red? And why is there lightning everywhere?
Were you not paying any attention?
No, I was staring into her eyes. I'm not even gonna lie. I was staring into her eyes, man. Getting
Jax,
lost.
your team leader. You explain.
Fuck.
I agree, man.
A lot of they didn't really explain why the skies were like that. I'm assuming the weather on the planet. Matter of fact, Avery. Wait a minute, motherfucker. He's in the fucking chat. I'm about to fucking hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna unmute him really quick. No, fuck it. Fuck Avery. Imagine I'd be like, hey yo, can you play a character real quick? Wait.
Avery, like, wait a minute. Where did he?
You see that Avery?
Where did he go?
Well, Avery's here. He's just like, he's already kind of like started off ahead. He's just kind of like,
Just like,
he's kind of
so
pissed
much for
off.
sticking together.
Oh no. Disgusting human entered the chat.
What?
Entered the Xbox chat. Anyway, hold on.
Ew.
Here we go. So you see,
I have it blocked, so I can't even fucking hear him anyway.
not long after Avery starts off, you hear him, sorry. you hear he's already engaged in gunfire. It's like, seems like the Grim activity's pretty big over here. We should get moving. Stay tight, stay close to me. He kind of takes ahead. Wow, that was a locked voice. What the fuck?
Yeah, why did you switch Jax to a locked voice
I
from
don't
him?
know. I was like in the Locke's mood, I guess. So, you guys start moving up ahead, and immediately you start to feel surrounded.
Glacia's like this.
Oh, man.
Great. Ah, great. More company.
Well, I'm ready. Jade sparks her lightning. We gonna roll for initiative, Leo.
Okay.
Let's
I
do
shall
it.
roll for I will roll for initiative.
We're rolling for initiative. I got you. Ready? Alright, so You can take the higher roll. I'll be 10.
What was the other one? 13, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
What's a 16 then?
My initiative bonus is a +5.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad you rolled and we're taking your rolls. I rolled just to see what I would get, and that was not as good. I rolled a 4 on my own initiative roll.
I can feel them. It's time. Jackson readies his weapons. The initiative order is going to go... let me roll for Jax, too, real quick. Might as well. Okay, cool. So I was going to go Jax, Glacia, and Jade.
Fucking hell. Unintentional nat 20.
You see Jax. He puts his hands together and he starts spawning his spirit brothers. They start going off. And we are met by a vast group of grim Beowulfs and a couple of grim wolves, because Beowulfs are the big tall standy ones, and then these the dog looking ones. So
what are they called?
I don't know if they have a name or not.
They're sabers.
Yeah, well,
because they're like saber-tooth tigers.
Yeah, well, they're not. These ones aren't tigers. They're more like wolf dog ones, and then these are like Beowulf wolves. Like they're small Beowulfs, I guess. I don't know. So we're encountered by a group of Beowulfs, and as you notice, they are everywhere. To the trees. We're almost like surrounding this big U shape, almost like they were waiting for us.
Glacia kind of walks forward with her sights. She's like, "Huh. So this is interesting."
Let's do it.
Jax?
So, we'll start it off with our boy Jax. And, 1 second. Let's see. Ooh, I like that one. What is that? This one. Putting his hands together in a fierce, almost like spirit cloud, his brothers emerge. They almost start jumping the smaller wolves that approach. They all kind of start running at him. They all start chasing at him. And then you just kind of see one grab it by the tail and slamming it down. His other brother, punching one of them in the face. And the other one jumps right at Jax, biting him at the arm. Is like, kills it.
Yeah?
You see, he's killed 4 grim Beowulf doggies, little dudes. You see more of them jumping from the trees. Beowulf? What's that?
Does he get to fight the Beowulf?
It's Glacia's turn. Glacia.
You kind of see Glacia, she's like, huh. So this is how it's gonna go. Anyway, you see her grab her side, she looks down to her side. Remember how she has her little fox?
Yeah.
And remember the new little new little attack she was learning how to use, right?
Yeah.
She looks at her side, she looks down, she's like, Freya, go. And you see, her little fox is named Freya, by the way. I named her Freya.
Ooh, Freya!
And you kind of see it just run around the Beowulf for a minute. And you see her grab her scythe, she pulls it out, and she's like, you chose the worst person to fight.
That was a dramatic effect. I wanted something a little less monotone. I'm getting you some ice effects.
She's like, it's time to vanish into the blizzard. As you kind of see her put both hands on her scythe, and you see her dash from glyph to glyph. You notice that Freya, when little Freya ran around all the Beowulfs, she was putting glyphs around the Beowulfs themselves, like little standing glyphs. And she's like, time to vanish into the blizzard. As you see her dash through, and she goes from each one, she's hitting each Beowulf with going through another glyph.
Alright, bet. So it's kind of almost sort of between them.
More like an icy sound enough.
Yeah.
More like an icy sound. And you kind of see her end right back where she started spinning her scythe, and you kind of see her hold it. She's like, and scene. You see her snap, and they all just go.
You see all of the grim Beowulfs freeze up. And they shatter to pieces. You've killed 4 of them.
Glacia looks, and that's on Training of the Schnees.
More of them begin leaping from the trees they're everywhere. There's so many Grim. Huh, you wanna mess with me? Well, you can't, so ha 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 ha.
You want to mess with me? Well, you can't. Fuck you.
You see Jade speeding, running as fast as she can.
Tony, use the sound. Hit the sound. Hit the sound.
What? Watch one.
Your speedster one.
I am. Do you hear it?
There you go. It was low for a minute. There you go. Now I hear it.
This one's low, really? You can't hear that?
Yeah, I can't tell. You know, now I can't tell if it's the game or if it's the fucking effects. It's throwing me off.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay. I was concerned.
I couldn't tell it was the. I couldn't tell it was the fucking effect. I really thought it was the game.
Oh, you
for a
thought the
minute.
game was doing that? No.
Yeah, I was confused.
So I found I got the mods to work again. So we got weather and shit again. I got snow and rain and all that shit. It's great.
Wait.
So you see her fucking. She's like slashing them with her double-bladed scimitar. It's super speeds, literally channeling the raw power in the fucking scimitar. And she almost starts like, she almost gathers them up and slices through all of them. But not only that, the speed, the full force of her speed sends their bodies flying and dissipating into the night sky. And the battle is won. Oh no! I got rid of half the team. I didn't want to delete everybody. Oh man. That's the wrong Glacia too. Hold on. Prequel Glacia. And Jade. Jade. Show. You win the fight. For now, the Grim have fucked off. We just killed about 25 Grim altogether in a collaborative effort. Avery is nowhere to be seen. His deep state of deep thought of everything that happened to him still lingers into this mission, so he's taken matters into his own hands and he's abandoned his team. Not very surprising. It's happened on the Artemis Chronicles as well. It's the start of what becomes a regular thing. So we eventually clear the fight, and we're good to move on. Jade's feeding back in. Was that cool or what?
You see Glacia kind of like, she puts her scythe back and she puts it in her pocket. She's like, you know, seems like we all learned something, didn't we?
I guess so. I noticed you got faster, kid. It's really impressive. Thank you. I trained really hard in the last 4 days, and I know you guys were all gone and we weren't together during that time, but I did learn a lot. And I'm working really hard to master my powers, you know, and I feel like I've come really far in just a short amount of time. I can tell you have. You have such a high spirit of yourself. I'm really proud of you.
Like, I don't think you're the only one who got stronger, kid. Even though we're the same age, but we're around the same age, so I don't know why I'm calling
you. She didn't kind of just like, ugh, Shorty, what are you talking about? You don't know me. You don't know what I can do.
Right with her. She's like, Jade, you're only like an inch taller than me.
You didn't see her, and she has like a blazer and like a baseball cap. And she's like, word, you know about me. You know what kind of shit I've been through.
Right.
And she speeds it off back into her outfit.
She's like, okay. She's like, you kind of see Glacia kind of puts her arm out. And you see Freya run over, and she's like, Freya, let's go. And you kind of see her right back on her shoulders.
I love your little fox friend too.
Oh, her? This is
Yeah.
Freya. She's like a therapy fox at this point.
We need those in our life, don't we?
Yeah, we need therapy pets in our lives.
Hang on. Let me, I don't want everyone to fall off the bridge, so I'm gonna put everyone in a straight line. So, as you continue to kind of cross through the forest, you notice that the sky is almost like particles in the air. You get a sense of, like, you feel almost like ash, like raining down in the air as if a great fire was burning nearby, or...
What is Life is Strange?
What the fuck? Why? Why?
What, black snow? Like, what looks like ashes are gonna be black snow, too. That's the only thing I can remember.
True. So, as you cross the bridge and you get down the spiral stair... Well, as you go down the staircase, a herd of geese running away, almost up the bridge and out of sight.
That was unnecessary, but okay.
I'm more afraid of what we're running from. You then feel a dark presence yet again. Oh man, why did I have to jinx it?
Why?
Ursa!
Ursa!
Ah! You see Jade she starts speeding around again. Oh man, not again. Roll for another initiative.
Roll another initiative.
Actually, that's
18.
perfect. Jade starts
18.
running in a consistent loop and circle. She's speeding in really fast circles, generating lightning, so she can do
Johnny.
her famous cast lightning. What you got? Hang on.
I rolled an 18.
Well, hang on. We gotta roll it in the game.
God damn it.
We're gonna make it an 18 anyway. My god power shed +8 or something like that. So yeah.
+6. Rolls an 18.
Yeah. +6. So, what are we doing again? Initiative? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, it's the
Let's do initiative for Jade and Jackson. Ugh.
Did one of them roll a 1? Is that what that is?
It's a 6 and an 8. Let's see.
Oh, well,
Jade
shit.
+5. Okay, so it's gonna be Jackson and Jade again. So Glacia, Jackson, Jade. The combat has started again. We have been intercepted by a devious, fiendish animal.
Glacia's like, every single time, and her sight comes out again. I am tired of this shit already. Well, let's go.
Glacia, your move.
Kind of see her like looking around for a minute. She's like, huh, this is interesting. It's an open area. This is awkward. You kind of see her step, start slowly like stepping towards the Ursa, and you see like every time she steps, she kind of makes an ice right underneath her feet. Every time she steps.
Ooh, okay.
And she's like, I have had just about enough of this. You kind of see her just running it for a minute, and you kind of see, you notice that she's not moving, like as she's moving, her fox is kind of running itself around it.
Yeah.
She's like, now let's see how fast you are. Kind of see her like jump, and she's gonna come down and just kind of splash it with her scythe.
Alright, roll to hit.
Okay.
Hop right, loop. There we go.
Roll to hit with the scythe. I didn't go through. 15.
15, the hit. You hit.
Alright. You see Glacia kind of like, you see her come down with her scythe, and it goes right, like kind of slashes from her shoulder downwards. And you kind of see her spin her scythe, like, kind of pulls like a RWBY, and like, she doesn't spin the scythe head, she just spins her whole scythe in general and comes back up the same way. Rolling damage, demolish. Rolling demolish. That is, oh. What's a 19?
19? For
So the
damage?
15 plus 4 cold damage, yeah.
Alright. So, describe what you're doing again.
She came, like, as she kind of jumped and came down, she came across one shoulder, and you see her kind of spin her scythe in her hand, kind of like how, you know how, like, in Volume 8, or, like, was it 7, when RWBY, like, spun her scythe head against the one room in the tunnel, and, like, brought it back up? That's kind of what she's doing, where she's actually spinning the whole scythe herself, and she kind of slashes back up the same way she did last time.
Okay. So you're kind of now. Which direction? Like, I have to kind
She
of.
starts by
see
going
it.
down like from top right to left. It's gonna look weird because I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
almost like
reversed.
the V9 shot where she's like
Yeah.
when she's fighting Curious Cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start slashing at it like almost like a 3-hit combo, or like do a 4-hit because it's cool, and you do 19.
Cooler.
19 points.
After she hits, you kind of see her just flip backwards again and kind of lands in front. She's like, well then.
You see it's like all scratched up and banged up. But then, I'm gonna have you roll, let's roll a perception check, Will.
Perception.
Perceiving. 12.
Plus 7, 19.
19. You notice that within you made some massive deep cuts in this thing. And you notice that the insides are green. You then start to...
What the hell?
You start to see, it starts to like get angry.
What
It
the fuck?
It
Why?
grows bigger, massive, and you see
hey,
spiky. You almost see spiky green like spikes coming out of it.
Gracie looks up. She looks over at Jax. She's like, "Hey, Jax. Do you have an ancestor big enough for that?"
Do I? Of course I do. He then starts to rise
Do
up,
you?
almost like allowing himself to float. I don't know why I said flute.
Flute?
Flute. He flutes. I don't know what that means, but he flutes. He that's so fun. I'm sorry. Hearing the lightning sound effects and then seeing it speeding in a circle.
I keep thinking it's in game. That's what's throwing me off.
It's so cool. It was like the effect we were missing. I love it. So, Jackson rises. High,
Hey,
almost
you're
high.
floating.
His semblance activates, and he taps deep into the spirit realm. And he summons an ancient Bendu of the Fox.
Oh god.
Almost
Not
like
the Bandits again.
like, and this isn't any Bendu. This is an aberration sort of Bendu. You know, this is
Yeah.
perfect for it.
It's Captain Bendu from our story, from our fucking Star Wars series.
Let's see. And
We
like a
got the
little
video
bigger.
now.
One of the spirit masters of old endured a vigorous rebirth into
Tony, you know who it
a
is?
creature.
Tony, it's Ogdo Bogdo from Star Wars.
Ogdo
It's from
Bogdo.
Jedi Fallen Order. It's from Fallen Order.
It was said that in the deep legendary lore that the spirit master of the ancient times, that almost 200 years ago, his name was Bendu Fox. He was swallowed by an Ogdo Bogdo, but his spirit overtook the Ogdo Bogdo, and the Ogdo Bogdo and the Bendu Fox became one.
Calcas is really couldn't save you, huh?
He rises, and he is summoned to face down against him.
You just activated my trap card. You just activated my trap card.
Their fists intertwined, they lock. They're in a deep fight. And he like sticks his tongue at him, and he wraps it around the head, choking the Ursa. And he like cuts the tongue in half. No, he can't die yet. Kill him, Ogdo Bogdo. He then sends 2 claws right into the gullet of the Ursa. Its mutations, almost like the Grim is mutated by some unorthodox means. Where is my mouse? There it is. You then see the Ursa bite into the side of the Ogdo Bogdo, sending it back.
I like how we've made it official. It's Ogdo Bogdo.
Ogdo Bogdo. I love that. Yes, it makes sense. Ogdo Bogdo steps back.
I'm not gonna lie, the only reason I
falls to
thought
his
about
back
it is
leg.
it looks like it. It really looks like it.
Well, it's Jade's turn, baby. For the past 2 minutes, she's been generating enough energy to send about 12,000 volts of electricity right at this young bitch, and she's gonna do it at supersonic speeds. Not only sending
I can make
lightning,
it go faster.
but doing a supersonic punch, baby.
You kind of see Glacia stop, and you see a time dilation get left appear under her, and she goes even faster.
Oh god. Wait, yes, let's team attack.
You see Glacia, you hear pull her, you see her retract her scythe back into her dagger. You see her connect it, and you see her stab it in the ground. And you see little Freya run over to where Jade is, and you kind of see her just stand and kind of on her hind legs. And you see the time dilation start to appear underneath Jade. And she's like, Jade, it's all you.
Hell yeah. She speeds off, and her speed is so fast, it creates fucking crackles, devastating lightning, almost like you have to dodge a little bit of them yourself. You're like, oh shit, damn. She is...
all the effects, man, are you're gonna crash your game with all these fucking effects.
Dude, I know.
We're gonna crash the game at the end stream early.
It's great. You see it.
But you know what? It's totally worth it.
Her lightning has reached full velocity. With the added effect of the time dilation, it almost starts becoming almost like the same color as Misha. And Jade has this bright smile on her face as when she sees the yellow lightning sparking off her as well as the blue, she almost feels like a part of Misha is running with her. And it makes her even happier than ever. And she sends a supersonic punch, uppercutting the monster. Ah, that's not it. Jade comes to a skidding stop.
Glacia looks around. She's like, I doubt the thing's dead with how long that took. So, Team Jaeger, you want to do a team attack? You want to do a full attack? Fucking kill this thing?
Oh, we did.
Oh, already? God damn it! I was like,
Alright, bet. Let's do it.
I had a
You're
cool
right,
idea. We
We actually got a
do
cool
a Team
idea.
Jaeger team attack.
Team Jaeger team
Jaeger
attack. Well, half a Team Jaeger. Well, not
yeah,
really half,
everyone
but
everyone but Avery.
3/4 of Team Jaeger.
You see, kind of Glacia look at Jackson Jade. She's like, well, let's make sure this thing's dead for real. You see her stomp on the ground, and you see when she stomps on the ground, everyone kind of feels like a sort of cold-esque feeling on them, and you kind of see a knight kind of appear in her back behind her. You know who it is?
Ooh, it's the
It's
knight.
the fucking statue.
Which one?
It's the Big Nicholas statue.
Big Nicholas! Wait!
You kind of see it walk over to the Ursa and grab it by the back of the neck and pick it up. And she looks at you. She looks at both Jax and Jay. She's like, "Well, you two, have at it."
Say no more. She speeds off again. Kind of like she starts almost like speeding around it, like doing super speed punching it.
Starts looking a wailing on it.
While he then you see while he has Ogdo Bogdo still active, he sees Ogdo Bogdo kind of just like one final. Well,
You kind of see
that was a thing.
Glacia kind of walks up to the Big Nicholas, like the summon that she has of it, because so she's learning to summon more than just what she kills.
Yeah.
So when she saw the apparition of Big Nicholas at the Shitty Manor, she kind of it's like she can summon the essence of the spirit that was trapped that's within it to fight and help her fight with her.
Wow.
Which is why she could summon it.
There he is, Big Nicholas. The statue
You see
himself.
Glacia walk up, kind of see her put her hands in her head. She's like, I knew I'd learn how to do that eventually. Worked out pretty well, don't you think?
Yeah. He then says, you see him go, as an honorable bow to Glacia Shangshni,
You kind of see her do the two finger salute.
and you see him magically evaporate. And
She's like,
Ursha is dead.
oh.
And the Ogdo Bogdo looks down at Jackson Fox. You see it kind of walk up to him. It starts to get smaller in size until it reaches a normal size height relative to Jackson. He just gives him like he almost gets small enough that he becomes like.
You see Glacy lean back to Jade. That thing can get smaller.
He gets almost like the frog-like size, and he goes over to him like. He hugs Jackson before he disappears as well. Man, you guys can summon. I can't do that.
That's just a glyph thing.
Well, that kind of just my ancestors.
I don't know how he does it though.
Well, see, hers is cool because they're not a bunch of old geezers. I'm still talking in Locke's voice, goddammit.
Well, she like thinks back. She's like, well, not all of them. She thinks back. She's like, that was my great grandpa that was just fighting for us. So I mean, I don't really think that's how it works, but.
So, what the heck is with this thing? Did you see it glow green?
She's like, yeah, that thing like almost killed me after I fucking slashed it 4 times with my scythe. That was not fun.
She says, I forget, did we learn about this in class? Can Ursus do that? I must have missed a chapter. I don't think that's a natural formation. I sense great tampering within. He puts his hand up against it, he goes. And you notice that it hasn't disappeared like normal Grim do when they die. This was.
Wait, so she's like, I don't like the fact that it's not gone.
Look at it. You see these embroiderings. That's almost like
it's an M.
Dust.
It's also in an M shape. You don't see that?
Yeah, you notice that close to the chest, there's almost like a branding on it. Sort of like similar to Adam when he was branded by Schnee. This was branded in a similar way, almost close to its face. A big M, MI, Merlot Industries.
Huh.
You wouldn't recognize it because you're smart and all that kind of stuff. Plus, they've had dealings with Schnee Dust Company in the past.
Clancy's like, hey Jax, can you get it up here so I can take a picture of that?
He then kind of.
Oh, thank you.
And like you kind of almost hovered towards.
You kind of see her pull her scroll out. She's like, all right, takes the picture, and it's kind of like she closed her scroll. She's like, okay then, well now what?
Oh, you keep moving. I gotta stop doing the Locke voice. I had a voice for him and I lost it.
I'm not gonna lie, the Locke voice makes it kind of funny.
Yeah, I might keep it as Locke voice for a little bit. Because I haven't done Locke in a while.
Dude, I want to go back to like Atlas just so I could do Mavis again.
Yeah. Oh man.
I would love to do Mavis again.
Village should be just up ahead. Let's keep moving.
Places like, I mean, we should hurry up if this is what we're dealing with.
They weren't kidding about the intense Grim activity, but.
Yeah, but that's not a normal Grim, which is the scary part.
No, it's not. You then hear. Almost like you hear a commotion going off in the distance. You are nearing closer and closer to the village as you continue to walk, and that you almost start to get a smell, like a whiff of ash, dust, and
she's like, oh great, something's burning. Faunus, and her Faunus nose is like, oh great, something's burning.
Directly ahead. You see
and
that?
I called it.
What the hell is that? You see,
I don't know, but something's burning.
Almost like a divine. You hear gunfire on the other side, almost like a group of monsters up ahead, engaging the village up ahead, and there's smoke and flames emitting from the town. They are in danger, and they need our help.
Yeah. Well, I guess let's go. That's terrifying music. So.
Wait, I gotta say the thing. This is a job for Team Jaeger. I'm glad you're on our Team Jaeger, Jade.
Guys, wait a minute. We're missing someone. He'll find his way back to us.
Foolish monkey.
I think.
I thought I did a good job reuniting the team. Have I
That
failed?
one is a little weird.
Have I failed as a leader?
No, you got me and Jade. Granted, you got the 2 little girls, which kind of might look weird on your part.
He'll come. He'll come when he's ready. I think right now he has to figure some stuff out. I know he'll be back. I just know it. And maybe he just needs to take out his energy on fighting Grim, and maybe that's okay for him.
I guess.
We've all been doing this on our own for a while before this, anyway, right?
Yeah, I've totally just been fighting Grim the entire time. Yeah, totally what's been going on.
Like, I gotta ask, Lacey, what combat school did you go to?
I didn't go to combat school. I was self-taught, mostly.
Oh, that's cool. I bet you had a great teacher.
She's like, yeah, Winter was a great teacher for most of the time. She helped me teach. She taught me a lot.
Mama Winter. Can you
Yeah,
text her and tell her I miss her and I want to give her a hug? I should go to Atlas right now and give her a quick hug.
No, Jade. She's busy.
She comes back.
That was unnecessary.
You get a text on your phone.
God.
Why did your little speedster friend just come and give me a hug?
She texted back. She's like, I don't know. Don't ask me. She just said that she wanted to hug you, and then she left. I tried.
You just see her pop up on the FaceTime. She's like, I have so many questions.
I do
and
too.
You see her holding the mic up like this, like looking at you like see her forehead. She's like,
Mom, you don't have to hold it that close. It's FaceTime.
What? Can you see me?
I can see your eyes. You can move your phone a little bit farther away.
Hi, Mama Winter. Hello. Why did you do that? How did you get here?
She's a
I
speedster.
ran.
Yeah, she ran.
You ran across the tundra? Yeah, that was really hard. I almost slipped and fell. I kinda did. But I also stopped and said hi to Robin Hill and got some wings. I sat down for a few minutes. Anyway.
Mom, great talking to you, but
we're on a mission. I can't wait to see you again. Give me another hug later.
There's something burning.
Oh, Glacia, what did I tell you about leaving the stove on?
It's not me. We are literally
This is the 5th time you've done it.
She's like, oh really? She turns the camera. She's like, that's not the stove. That is literally a town burning.
Oh, that's not a. Yeah, okay. Have fun. Be safe.
Bye.
Gotta go. Boop boop boop. I love Mama Winter. Anyway, we should go save people and stop diddly-daddling.
Glacia kind of like lets them both walk ahead. She's like,
are you done?
How am I gonna?
Are all of you done?
Glacia, like, she's still like walking behind him. She's like,
I just experienced 5 picoseconds of dumbfoundery.
Glacia's like walking slowly behind, like behind them, not too far. She's like, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to tell them that I'm a part of that. Was my part of my thing. It's gonna be a trip.
Directly ahead, you almost see what looks to be a divine beast.
What in the hell?
You almost see
what in the gods?
You see a bunch of settlers all trying to fend off against this grim invasion within town, and almost like a divine being, almost like it's controlling these grim. They're all like falling behind it like zombies, not like how the normal grim work. Any of these grim, this group of grim in this vast radius are like walking like zombies.
Glacia, you kind of see Glacia. I'm gonna roll in a stealth on him. I'm rolling in stealth. I'm rolling into Sith. Raise my Sith. I forget that I have a +9 to stealth. That was a 27 to roll in a stealth.
27? I think that works.
You kind of see Jackson Jade's casually notice that Glacia like disappears for a minute. You kind of see her. She moves on ahead, like upwards, and you kind of see her right where they're walking, like the way they're walking in. You kind of see her lay on a pathway of ice, and you kind of see her just take a fire dust crystal and just toss it, and you see it just start melting, like start kind of causing the ice to fog up in front of them.
Ooh. So like, hold on.
Like a mini version of freezer burn.
Okay, a mini freezer burn. So that would be probably this one, I'd imagine.
Most likely, yeah.
Dark
Like, you know, like,
actually,
when they were using it against Torchwick, like it made like the mist.
yeah, there we go.
That's kind of what she's doing.
There you go. Does that work?
Yeah, that works.
I don't know if it. I don't know. There it is.
Trying to like kind of block their vision from walking.
So, the Grim. Okay. So
Kind of like trying to block their vision so they can't see as well when they're walking towards the villagers.
you've almost you cast basically a big freezer burn, and as the Grim kind of wander through, aimlessly kind of looking around, searching, the only vision they have is the sight of like dust arrows, like flying through and past, like, you know, from the villagers attacking, and you see that the villagers have all reacted like, it's snowing, it's a miracle.
You kind of see Glacia, she's like, and just for good measure, you kind of see her like, you kind of see that she mixed like a fire dust and like a ice, like her ice together, and she's like, just for good measure. You see her fire an arrow into the sky, and it lights off like the same exact effect, and just kind of fogs over top of the Grim themselves.
Ooh.
And like kind of it extends offwards.
Shit. So, they when you do that, wait, yeah, that makes sense. So does this have any like effect to the Grim in terms of like?
It makes them one, they walk slower, and two, they can't see as well.
So you've essentially disadvantaged all of them by giving them this like by affecting the area around them and the terrain. They can't see shit, but same kind of goes to the villagers attacking. All they can see is, this is what they can see in terms of vision. They can see this divine creature has been like, it breathes like this dark, almost like a grim fire, and as it grows closer and closer and closer,
Glacia kind of like notices, she's like, well, I have an idea. You kind of see her just jump from tree to tree, and you kind of see her jump, and like, who's the closest villager to where they're walking?
So the closest villager to where they're walking, I'm gonna give you your Glacia vision. So you see the closest villager is this. Let's see. What does this say here? Give me a name. Hang on. Elf is an elf sorcerer. You see it almost like an elf sorcerer. He's kind of in the midst of everything. Directly behind him is a boar, a cave horror, and another boar. And most of these Grim, he's almost in the middle of it, but he's trying to protect this set of people over here. There's almost like, there's a warrior and a commoner over on this side of the thing, and a horse on a saddle.
You kind of see Glacia, she jumps down, because, mind you, she has like the faunus perception, so she can see through her own fog.
Yeah.
So she jumps down, you kind of see her pull, like, kind of grab him by like his waist and kind of dash, like, kind of pull him backwards, more or less.
Backwards?
Yeah, kind of pulling him more into the fog, but like with her.
Okay, so closer to where, like in the trees?
Closer to where like they're like going backwards, like kind of like going, yeah, like right around there. Yeah.
You kind of tuck him back in here, kind of pulling him away from almost being nabbed by a big Grim boar that was pretty much like 5 seconds from like eating him alive. You pull him back into this bush.
Like jumps next to the, like, kind of crouches next to him. You see, like, she has like her mask, like, that she normally wears. Mm-hmm. She has it around her mouth. She's like, "You'll thank me later." And you kind of see her jump back into the fog.
You see Jade has sped up ahead, and you see that she's revealed herself to the Grim, and she is engaged in combat. She starts engaging the Grim kind of at this upper field here, and she doesn't go like too fast. She goes fast enough that she can also use her weapon at the same time.
Wait, do we have comm systems like how we would normally would if we were like on like 100?
I did want to establish that. So Jade kind of at the beginning of the like while we were on the ship, passed everybody our official comlink system, pretty much an AirPod, like a scroll pod that goes to your ear, connects to the scroll, and there's a scroll channel that we're in, the comms channel. So we're all linked together by scroll connectivity.
Glacia kind of like goes in and she's like, "Jade, if you can keep him distracted, I could probably move everyone back more."
Copy that. There's some people up here. I have to save them from the Grim. There's Beowulfs closing in.
You kind of see, she's like, Beowulfs, huh? You kind of see all you notice is an arrow kind of fly right into one of the Beowulf's head, just as Glacier's like.
You see it fizzle out. You see Jackson kind of rising up with his abilities, and he says, I'm going for the divine beast. I'm going to try and draw it away from the villagers.
Please be careful. You see Glacier kind of jump towards the village, like jump like from tree going towards the villagers and trying to like move them back herself.
You see him kind of like fly in and almost like kind of charges at it, sending it slamming into this wall. As it turns around, it screeches at him. He's like, you want me? You'll have to catch me. You see him kind of like floating off almost like this way, kind of generating like an orb of light that almost like gets its attention. Is this gonna be a nuke? Hold on. Oh, this is cool. I can do this. Yeah.
You kind of see Glacia notice. She's like, huh, I have an idea. You kind of see her jump down to where like so where's the dudes with the shields at? Because I know I saw them. They're like right behind the board, right?
So
these are the shields.
So you see a bunch of. Okay. You then notice they have. You notice that the Grim behind them has started to turn around. Guys, there's huntsmen here. We're saved.
You see Glacia kind of jump down in front of them. She's like, "You guys need to keep running.
Get the children out of here." Yes, sir.
I would say Glacia kind of drops down in front of them. She's like, "Get everyone out of here. We can distract them. We're not gonna be able to kill them. Just run."
Come on, Percy. Come on, boy. Let's get out of here.
As they run back away, you see Glacia look back. She's like, "Well, that's taken care of." You kind of see her slam her hand on the ground, and an ice wall appears right where after they ran away.
Mm-hmm.
It appears right behind them, so they can't get followed.
You see Jade kind of. That's not it. She speeds back up to the top, and she's defeated she's defeated a bunch of Grim, and. She speeds up to these common folk up here that have bows and arrows. She's like, you guys need to get out of here. She's like, we're not abandoning our people. You can't fight these guys all by yourself. We can do this.
Glacia,
you need to go and save people. Okay.
Glacia kind of says to Jade, she's like, tell them that their friends are already safe. Their people are running now. They're leaving the city. You guys need to go too.
All right, we're going. They hop down and they get behind the shielded guards, and the shielded guards start taking them. Hold on. The shielded guards start falling back into the city. You see that a couple of flying faunus that have they're almost like Icarus warriors.
They got wings.
Yeah, they got wings and some bow and arrows and stuff. So you see them kind of flying in for cover fire. A lot
of like, keep going. We'll cover your escape. Just keep going.
We're going as far as we can.
You see Glacia, she's like, alright. Well, they're out. Safely, I hope. You kind of see Glacia turn around. This is when she finally puts up her, the wall to kind of keep them from coming back towards them. You see Glacia put her hand on the ground, and the wall comes up. She's like, keep yourself safe.
That's a powerful Grim out there. We have to take it down. It's too dangerous to be left alive.
Glacia looks up. She's like, yeah, no, there's no way we can leave this thing alive.
What's the plan?
Jaeger.
Yes,
we do what we do best. Fight together. Be strong. And hit stuff.
And cause chaos.
He starts kind of mustering up as much power as he can. He wants to summon even greater Ogdo Bogdo.
Glacia's like, well, I think it's just about time to show off the trump card that is Big Nicholas actually fighting. Kind of see her jump down, she kind of stands for a minute. Kind of see a glyph kind of appear behind her for the short time it does.
Mm.
We're
gonna roll for initiative. I'm gonna roll you first, real quick.
Okay.
Oh no! A 4!
Well, that's a 7.
Okay. Shit. Alright, Jax. I didn't want to roll it together because I didn't want to have to guess. These two I can just kind of... Why is it both 3? Okay. So...
Alright.
Hang on. 4... Wait, no. 5... Alexa, what's 3 plus 5?
8.
Thanks, Alexa. Anyway.
I called that one.
So, what'd you get?
I got a 7.
Okay, so, it's gonna be Jade, Jackson, and Glacia.
Alright.
So, Jade, what are we doing this time, sweetie?
Sweetheart, what are we doing this time?
So, is this gonna do the lightning thing I thought I was gonna do? No. Fuck it. Fuck it. She then starts seeing her, generating lightning, almost like she's summoning lightning from the storm. As it comes down from the sky, crackling into her body and veins, powering her up.
Yeah, she didn't want to play anything because he left already.
She follows with one ginormous blast, charging it directly at the divine being. Casting
The
it.
divine being.
She fires a blast so powerful that it does. I need 2 of you. 12 damage. Plus 4 lightning damage. 16 damage. And it does some damage. The creature roars in pain. And then kind of like wings grow out from the top of it. It begins to fly. As it is like almost like an owl divine being kind of thing. You see Jade powering up with her lightning. Preparing to strike. Zapping more lightning as much as she can summon. But it fights back. Almost like it's harnessing as almost like it opens its mouth wide. Almost like it's like stealing the lightning. It spits it back out her. Spits it back out. She slammed back. Crashing into the ground, the lightning stops crackling. And she kind of flies back, kind of getting a taste of her own medicine. Oh, I didn't know it could do that.
I didn't know it was gonna do that.
Jackson, it's up to you, my friend. What do you do, my boy? Well, it's gonna be real simple, my friend, alright? Bendu, what are you doing here?
Time for Ogdo Bogdo again.
Ogdo Bogdo, I summon you from the divine realm. Hear me. Please. I need you. Almost like the ancient beings being summoned from a deep slumber. That's way too big. Being summoned from a deep slumber. Ogdo Bogdo has summoned.
Well,
The divine creature turns around and sets
huge.
its sights on the Ogdo Bogdo. It swoops in, trying to grab it with its meaty claws. But Ogdo Bogdo grabs it. Throwing it into the air, kind of like disoriented. It tries to catch itself midair. It kind of readjusts itself. It's extremely disoriented. It kind of tries to recover. And it summons its fiery, grim, almost like it can, because it can breathe fire.
oh god.
Breathing dark, divine fire onto Ogdo Bogdo. Searing its flesh and skin. But Ogdo Bogdo still stands. Glacia, it is your turn.
Glacia she's like, a flying enemy, huh? I have a perfect idea. You kind of see her, like, her hand kind of goes out to her side, and you kind of see her you kind of see her, like, start causing a mini blizzard that's kind of lifting her up herself. And you kind of see her bow grows large, like, she kind of has her hand, like, her bow, in hand.
Mm-hmm.
You see it growing, as kind of her eyes start to go darker, like, her eyes start to change color, and her hair goes dark blue again. And she's like, you notice her. If you kind of compare it to like close attention, you notice a slight change in her voice, and it kind of gets deeper a little bit. She kind of hovers up for a minute. She's like, "You have screamed your last," and you kind of see that, like, her pull the bow back, and you notice it's like a giant arrow kind of loaded into the bow.
Yeah.
And you look at, you realize it's aimed right where its wings are attached to it, like on its back, like right on its spine.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Time to get out of the sky." And you see her let the arrow just fly into its back.
I got you. Hold on, I'm trying to find the divine music.
Divine music.
Divine music. Where's that musical tune we needed before? Hold on. No, it's this one. No, wait. This one. And then it's here. No, it's this one. Haha.
Haha.
Alright, explain it again real quick.
You kind of see her, like, so from the beginning or from what she was doing?
Just from the beginning again. I need to hear it again. I'm sorry.
Okay. You kind of see Glacia kind of looks, you kind of see like a little mini blizzard kind of start hovering around her legs for a minute, and she starts kind of flying. And if you notice her, if you look close enough, you notice her hair changes colors, and so her eyes go back to dark blue. She's like,
Ooh.
"You've screamed your last," and you kind of see an arrow, like it loaded into like a giant arrow loaded into a giant bow.
Yeah.
Get out of the sky, and you kind of see you just feel like the cold kind of emanating off the arrow, and you hear it you see it let fly.
Oh shit. So you're firing an arrow?
It's like a giant
one?
like ice arrow.
Oh,
yeah.
a giant one. Okay, bet. You see, now the snow works. I don't know if you can see it. There's a lot going on here, but
No. So now Chris is leaving. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know
seems legit.
I didn't know if Chris was leaving. I bet you getting back thinking you were staying. That's why I invited you.
he could have. You know, he could have realized he could have left in the middle whenever he felt like. He didn't have to stay very long.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Anyway.
But you kind of notice that her voice got a tad bit deeper, and you realize it's not Glacia's voice anymore. That's
Oh.
Koyuki.
Oh no. Koyuki's back. What does Koyuki
She's
have
in
to say
here.
about all this?
Other than the fact that she's basically a god fighting what looks like a god Grim.
Well, Koyuki, my friend, I think you get a turn of your own. So
you gotta hear like
team
you
attack
hear like
with
maniacal
Koyuki.
laughing. You gotta hear just maniacal laughing. She's like, "Oh, this is a power I haven't felt in a while." And you kind of see it. You know how she had the giant bow in her hand?
Yeah.
You realize that bow turns into a scythe. She's like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun." And you kind of see her dash. You kind of see her bring the scythe kind of like up right through its kind of stomach, right into its stomach.
Mm-hmm.
We can leave the party, by the way, now since no one else is here.
Yeah, makes sense. Go ahead.
You kind of see like bring the scythe up right into its stomach, and you kind of see the scythe blade start sticking out of its back, right where her arrow would hit.
Yeah.
And you kind of slowly start to see it freeze from the inside out.
Ooh.
As you kind of, when you look at Koyuki's hands, you kind of see them slowly just kind of
I'm giving you
increasing
I
the
gave you a
amount of
glyph.
ice.
A real
You kind of
glyph.
slowly see that is cool as fuck.
Right?
You kind of look at Koyuki's hands, and you notice that they're kind of just they go pure white for a minute. Not as a bad thing, but you see kind of more ice kind of just start flowing through the scythe up through the blade and kind of onto the fucking the beast itself. And she's like, "This is what happens when you mess with the vessel of a goddess." And you kind of see her flip and bring it right back down to the ground, right where it started hovering from.
Haha! So, you can kind of describe how it affects the creature and shit too. Like, you can go through the whole thing. So
She
I have to kind of figure out how to go off of that.
So she swings her scythe down with the creature kind of stuck on the scythe's blade itself, and as it kind of hits the ground, you notice that it kind of the wings that were on its back shattered because they were kind of frozen over solid, and you notice that she kind of like just looks down at it. She's like, you're not even worthy of the title of a divine beast. Oh, you still have life in you.
It fires it casts fireball. It's a divine fireball. What you gonna do about that?
Glacia kind of like Koyuki kind of looks. She's like, "You think throwing divine flames is enough to her divine ice?" I'd love to see you try. You kind of see her hold her hand out, and as like she holds her hand out, the fire kind of hits her, but you kind of notice that it stopped the fireball. She stopped the fireball in midair and encased it in ice.
Oh.
She looks down. She's like, "I don't think you realize, divine fire can never match divine ice." And you kind of see her drop it, like hover it over top of the beast, and you kind of see the ice start to slowly dissipate away, and the fireball itself explodes over top of the beast.
Jade then speeds over. She says, "Are you really explaining that to the monster? I don't think he can actually understand you."
You kind of, Jade kind of notices that the look she's getting from Glacia is more like, it doesn't feel like it's Glacia's stare. She's getting a genuine stare of, "You're saying this to me." Like, she's like, "How dare you speak to me," basically.
Hey, you don't have to be so mean. I'm Jade
She's like,
after all.
"And you don't have to speak. You don't have to be so talkative."
How dare you? Wait! After you say that, you see the ears go down, and she shuts up.
You kind of
Now
notice
then.
Koyuki kind of looks back at the beast, and you kind of notice it. She's like, "You're not even worth any more time." As you kind of see her, she floats down to the ground, and she kind of walks up to the beast because it's on the ground now.
Yeah.
Kind of see her put her hand right on, like kind of like underneath of its head, and you kind of see like ice kind of comes out of her hand, and it slowly freezes its head for a minute. And you kind of see her. She's like, "Now then, perish into the blizzard." And you see her hand kind of close into a fist, and her head just kind of crushes.
Hang on, let me, You see it, the divine being starts to freeze over, and eventually its head freezes, and then its entire body, and eventually the entire area is encompassed in ice. And the Grimm shatter into millions of pieces.
As you notice, the fog that was behind you, that was like the fog that was that Glacia was creating, kind of also disappeared as well. But you notice that right where the beast was, you notice the Glacia that was like kind of hovering there for a minute, kind of just starts falling from the sky.
Ooh.
And you see her hair. You notice her hair kind of goes back to white.
Goes back to white.
And
oh shit. Oh yeah, because
that's
it
when
changed
she
color,
passes
right?
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when Koyuki takes control, it changes to dark blue.
You see Jackson Fox
You notice
finally land.
that she kind of like falls. When you see her hit the ground, you kind of see her aura just break when she hits the ground.
She fall?
Yeah.
You see
So
Jackson
Glacia's
lower
kinda
himself.
passed out now.
He lowers himself. Wait, not yet. Not happening yet. Wait, not time. He falls. He lands, and he bows to the Ogdo Bogdo. I set you free now. Goodbye. And disappears.
Glacia kind of she stands up on her knees. She's like, "Huh? What happened? What the hell?"
You see Jade speed back over, and she's kind of like,
Did I miss something? Where'd it go?
You may have had a bit of a temper tantrum there, my friend. He comes over,
It did what?
offers a hand to help you up.
You kind of see her. She goes to grab it, but she kind of her arm kind of can't reach out fully.
He then kind of reaches in and grabs your forearm and kind of forces you up, back on your feet.
You kind of see her trying to balance herself for a minute. She's like, "What?
Don't worry, it'll wear off.
Where are we?"
We kind of just saved a bunch of people. Were you there for the?
When? What?
You okay there? Jeez.
I thought we just got here, did we not?
Yeah, and then there was a big fight with a divine being, and your hair turned blue. And then,
My hair turned blue.
You kind of snapped
What?
it. You kind of snapped at Jade a little bit. He says.
I did? I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Jade. I don't even know what just happened.
You see, Jade says nothing. She is silent.
Huh. Oh, I guess that was my fault.
She then kind of speeds into a steady walk, and you notice that all the villagers. Yeah,
Glacier's kind of still slowly like stumbling while she's walking for a minute. She's still trying to catch her get her balance back for a minute.
It's like, yeah, that was awesome. Hell yeah.
My head hurts. She's like, what did it?
You guys,
Jax,
you
are you
guys,
sure this wasn't you?
you guys totally saved us.
Even the winter girl, that was so cool. You totally killed that monster like a champion.
I killed it. What? I remember. The last thing I remember was sending them that way. She points to where they were running, putting a wall behind me. That's all I remember.
Yeah, we'll catch you up when we can. For now, I think we should be happy that the Grimm have fled this area for some time now. Hopefully,
Yeah.
it will stay. Hopefully, it'll stay that way. However, I
I have a
highly
gut
doubt
feeling
it.
it's not gonna be how long it's gonna be.
Unless we complete our mission here, I fear our fight is far from over. You see one of the towns, almost like a town leader, kind of comes out from the crowd. Let me change this music really quick. And let me make sure this is up to. There we go. So, the leader comes up to you, and I will show you what he looks like. He is a nice gentleman. He looks like a fine gentleman, and he comes up with him. He bears a little friend. He has a familiar with him, and he's a very cool man. I'm gonna show you what he looks like. This is your town leader.
Yeah.
Almost like he's the a nobleman, in a sense. He comes up. He bows. He goes, "No need to be alarmed by my friend here. This is Dakota."
Of course.
Straight up, Dakota.
You kind of see
I'm
Freya
Attic.
kind of like slowly walks over to Dakota. She's like, ah, and then she kind of like see her reel back for a minute, and just kind of you see her run up, like see his arm and like her leg and go back right on her shoulder. She's like, oh my god, why does my head hurt?
Here we go.
Why does my head hurt so much? I don't get it. I literally just made a wall. I've never. That's not how that works.
That was more than a wall, I think.
What?
Wow, what the fuck?
I still don't know what
That's
you're.
absurdly Dakota.
Yeah.
Like, literally. Alright, bet.
That's like Dakota next to Leo.
Yeah, for real. Oh, what the fuck? That's great. So,
She's Glacier's still like, she's like, okay, can someone explain what actually just happened? I don't remember killing that thing at all.
well, you did.
She looks at she's like, Jax, you sure you didn't kill it?
My Ogdo Bogdo did some severe damage, as well as Jade. But you were the one who took it down.
I don't.
I swear by
I'm so
on my honor.
confused. This doesn't make any sense to me.
He says the townsman. He says, "I am Attic. It's nice to meet you.
Hi, Attic.
Come to our village. I will take you to meet some of our noblemen, some of our heroes." He brings you into the camp. He offers you refreshments and food after a fierce battle.
You do notice that Glacia still can't kind of really like lift, like actually, she can lift her arms like halfway, but she can't like lift her arms all the way.
Yeah.
She's like, I...
He says... Jackson says to him, "What happened here? I know they were grim, but what's been going on around here? Your village looks like it's in shambles." He says, "It is. Our village has suffered waves of catastrophic inclement weather. Lightning storms have laid waste to our village, and with the settling panic..." Jackson looks down, he says, "Grim. Yes. I'm sorry to hear that. We've been working to clear the surrounding areas from grim activity. May have taken a few hits on our journey here."
I'm sorry. I really don't know much about what happened here, but we're trying.
Jade steps forward, she says, "Do you have any information on what type of grim have been attacking the village? Other than these strange divine grim? I've never seen anything like that before." He says, "Well, we've encountered a lot of Beowulfs, Ursa, everything you could really think of, Nevermores. We've endured it all, but our village stands tall. But I fear that luck won't pan out forever. There have been even reports that new grim we've never seen before have been surfacing. Do you know what these new grim look like? Where they could be coming from?"
Do they happen to have green on them after you hit them?
Well,
I remember that.
Well, there have been an influx of mutated grim in this area. However, their origins are unlike anything I've ever seen before. It is quite troublesome, but we have seen them in the north side of the village. They look like a mix of wolf, saber-toothed tigers. That's pretty much the last threat we've been dealing with recently. They are big,
I mean, it seems like
fast.
so those are the smaller ones, I guess, but...
They, faster than, almost even faster than you, kid. They are big, fast, more ferocious than any grim we've seen before. They've been sprinting throughout our town, day in, day out. It started with them, then the grim jaguars. They've been ravaging our village for days. Way too tough for our people to fight. With how fast they are, they're even harder to catch.
Have you thought about not... I don't know if you've just thought about it and we just got the call recently at school. Did you think about calling more huntsmen? Consciouses?
That's the problem. In terms of kingdom support, we have had little to none. It's almost like the kingdoms have completely forgotten about us.
Have you tried calling Atlas? Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Military could try something.
Kid, Atlas won't come out here. Not for a Mistral problem.
I could try. I could make that happen. I could try.
And to what avail? They come and run our town like it's their own. We prefer to do things our way, without the support
Not all
of the
the
kingdoms.
people are Atlas are like that. It's not that I know of.
We like to
Most
operate...
people I've met have been cool.
I understand. However, we like to operate under our own jurisdictions.
That's fair
It's
enough.
better this way. But I believe there is a more troublesome matter we must discuss. You see, my scouts were attacked by a party of mages, for whom have been performing rituals in the unknown regions. Something about summoning ancient grim. They've also been...
Is that what that big thing that I allegedly killed was? I guess?
It's one of their many divine beings, they call them. And at this rate, if we face anything like that again, our village is done for.
Your best... I don't know. I can't think. My head still hurts.
I'm sorry to hear about
I'm
all
still
of
trying to
this.
figure out what happened.
We would like to do anything we can to give you the support you deserve. We may not be trained professional huntsmen, but we are powerful warriors willing to fight and help provide.
I was trained by an Atlas specialist.
I'm fast. Sparks lightning. Yes, well... Our village has seen better days, I
tried to
will
use her
say.
semblance, Tony? Jade and Jax both noticed Glacia tried to show off her semblance like she normally does when she says she's the daughter of an Atlas specialist or she's trained by one. And you notice her glyphs kind of like are like flickering in and out of her hand.
Ooh.
It's like, what? Why?
Take some time
What's
to
wrong
rest.
with me?
Your strength will return in no time. He then hands you a health, almost like a health potion. It's like, drink from the obelisk. You will restore your strength.
Again, you kind of see her trying, like, her arms just like slowly kind of coming back into like use.
Yeah.
She's trying.
This town is going to hell faster than I could count. We've been trying everything we can to maintain order and peace, but upon the mages and we've had kidnappings in our town. Our children have been going missing. People almost, I can't describe it, but there have been a group of individuals alongside these mages, working side by side in tandem, kidnapping people from our town with powerful semblances. They call themselves the Crown. Whatever it is they are doing here, I'm almost certain it's causing these outrageous storms and the grim outbursts. We could really use a damn good group of heroes.
I mean, we're in training still, so we can try. I don't want to promise anything.
No, he says. Jackson kind of pulls everyone into like a group, like, together. We won't try, we'll do. Because there is no try. We will help you. Yeah.
Nice job quoting Star Wars, man.
Sorry, it's a good movie. It's a lot of good themes and outlooks of life that you can get from that movie. Anyway, he says. Says, well, somehow they've been using some sort of magic. One of my scouts claimed they've been kidnapping people with powerful semblances and harnessing their auras into their own. They snagged one of ours. A girl goes by the name Magenta, hero from our town. One of our best. We will find these people and bring them to justice, and return home your noble hero, Magenta. However, until that time comes, best to stay indoors in case any more Grim arrives. A little girl, from the camp, walks over to Jade, curious about her, petting her tiny little cat ears. Hello. She then kind of kneels down on one knee to lower herself with her. She's like, "You're an interesting one. What's your name?" I'm... She's like, "It's okay. Take your time." I'm... Callie. She's like, "Huh. I've met a Callie before. Really interesting."
I know that name.
She says, she looks at you, she looks at Jade and she just like almost loses herself in her sight for a second before she says, going into her pouch, "I think this is yours." And she holds out a red crystal, illuminating dark red energy as almost like red electric sparks off of it. Attic then alarmingly steps back. He says, You're the Red Death?" "I'm sorry?"
I'm sorry?
"Explain yourself." He says, "Apologies, it's just many of the townsfolk have been spreading folklore, myths of a red devil, a being of negativity and dark prowess, a blur in the eye of the storm, the face of death, set on bringing destruction to our town. Many of the less fortunate have said that this being appeared to them in offering of this crystal, urging them to embrace their negative emotions. Those who have accepted this offer have disappeared, never returned." and is curious that this little one recognizes you for some reason. She too was tempted by the crystal. That's alarming. I'll keep it in safekeeping, but for right now we need to find out more about this being and their intentions. Guys, we can't let them take advantage of these people. This is terrible. We have to stop this red devil and this crown from exploiting people. Right?
Jax, you remember
Agreed.
that, like, red lightning that struck into the room last night, right? It wasn't just me.
Yes. I was
Do you
there too.
think this is linked somehow?
Well, if Avery would here, I would ask him what he would make of these storms in the sky, and I must say, things are starting to sound almost too familiar, don't you think?
They're sounding like fantasy.
We don't have all the information we need, but if they can point us in the direction of these mages, I'm sure we can come to some kind of conclusion. Hopefully.
You kind of see Glacia, you kind of see her extend her dagger into a scythe, and you kind of see her just kind of holding the scythe, like leaning on it. She's like, I don't know how likely that is when I can still barely stand fully.
Your strength will return in time. The potion I gave you should give you an everlasting boost in your energy. Like a Red Bull.
Sponsored.
Your aura...
Sponsored.
Sponsored by Red Bull, sugar free. That's right, that's right. And if y'all haven't,
That's
like
right,
that.
right there.
Y'all can't tell, we are sponsored by Red Bull. True and true, through and throughout this journey. We got it all. I had to pull it all
Glacia
out.
kind of like, she like, look, she's like, I hope, I don't know, this feels more like a me thing. Cause my head hurts too, and it's like, it's not like a migraine, it's just my head hurts.
Tell me, young Attic, where is it? What can you point us in the direction of where these mages have been operating out of? Perhaps we can come to a stop of all this and finally bring peace to your village. Well, kid, you may be fast, but if you guys want to keep up with these grim jaguars, I think they can lead you right to it. They have a slight attraction to the energy surge coming from the south end of our camp, where everything has been kind of happening. Come. Yeah, everyone stands up and he starts leading everyone to a garage area, essentially. There we go. Meanwhile, you can talk on the way there too.
You kind of see Glacia, she's like, slowly walking by, and she's like, alright, I'm getting tired of trying this. Hey Freya, it's time to show them a new party trick. You kind of notice that Freya's like, kind of like cocks her head to the side at Glacia. Kind of see Freya kind of gets bigger into an actual fox. Into a bigger fox, and you kind of see Glacia's kind of hop on her back, and she's just walking on top of, like, Freya's just walking with her on her back.
You see they get to the garage, and he opens the garage door to reveal an M12 LRV Warthog. If I am not mistaken, this vehicle was part of a stolen Adlesian shipment. How did you manage to get your hands on it? Out here, we don't get much support from the kingdoms. We do what we need to survive. What, are you gonna arrest me or something? No, trust me.
I'm not going to, but I could get you arrested, technically.
No. He says, Jackson says, I like to have my cake and eat it too. Thank you for the transport and the information. I promise we will be on our way shortly. Hopefully with peace restored to your village. I have no doubt. Thank you. All of you. Jackson hops in the driver's seat. Starts the engine.
Glacia hops in the back seat.
And everyone hops in the Warthog. And they drive off.
You notice Glacia kind of like curls up on the back seat with like Freya like right behind her legs, and she's trying to sleep off whatever the fuck this is.
Oh no, I fucking lost everybody. Oh no.
God damn it,
Well, I
Tony.
actually just lost Glacia, I think.
God damn it, why me?
Well, I lost Jackson too, but it's just because their plates got stuck underneath the map.
Tony, I'm proud of us. You know why?
Why?
It's just the two of us, and we've been going for 2 hours.
I know, it's great. I'm trying to keep it all together.
Trying.
Let me get Glacia back. I keep forgetting it's P for prequel Glacia instead of Glacia.
Yeah, it's not
I
Glacia.
have because I put it under J for Jada prequel, and I think we did like the opposite.
I put it on the reverse.
Yeah.
I put it on the reverse. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're
Didn't mean
good.
to do that.
Very good. God, I just want. So, this is our little makeshift Warthog. That little chick out of here.
But, yeah, no, like I said, you guys like when you guys look in the back seat of the Warthog, you guys notice that Glacia kind of like took a minute. You kind of see her like curled up, like kind of like a fox would curl up and sleep.
Yeah.
You kind of see her curled up, just trying to sleep, whatever the fucking hell, whatever this fucking like this is off, because she doesn't know what the hell's going on with her.
Yeah. That makes sense. So, as you guys drive, essentially, how I wanted it to work was that Avery eventually returns after he also defeated the Grimm in his surrounding area and returned with the group. And it's like, there you are. What ails you going off like that on your own? He's just not in a good mood, still. Whatever. Get on the turrets. Kid, you're gonna have to run on the side. Alright. And then Glacia's in the passenger.
Gotcha.
You guys all start driving off towards the location they gave you on your map. You gotta kind of follow the GPS system. You guys start off into the forest. Now, imagine this road is like much, much, much longer. So, as you guys progress through the village, or through the forest, dun, 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 dun. Where is it? Monsters? Where the fuck are the monsters? Where are the monsters at, damn it? Oh man. I know there's fucking... They gotta be in here somewhere. The ones I'm looking for. There they are. So, as we drive in pursuit of the mages, we come across the grim jaguars that they spoke of. They are running down this large path. And as we continue to drive down this road, we start to feel, guys, I think we've got company. Hold on. Jackson pulls it in the full gas. Going to need your help fighting them off. Glacia, can you shoot from the passenger?
She's like, you kind of see her try it. Like she draws her arrows, but she's not. You can notice she can't fully like pull it back all the way. It's like I can try. I'm still.
You see Avery on the turret now. On the fucking turret. Going ham.
Before I actually think I have planned.
What's that?
What point were you trying to like? At what point of this session were you looking to have a place to go into her like mindscape for a minute?
After this scene.
Okay, so this works actually.
Yes.
Works perfectly actually. So
You remember the thumbnail? You know what's gonna happen.
You notice Glacia try to like pull her bow back, but you kind of, if you look closely, you kind of see like kind of a ghosted arm kind of pulling her arm back for her. and she's like, she can't see who it is because she's just like, she's not turning all the way. She's like, and kind of hears the voice. She's like, relax, be still, and you'll be fine. And this isn't Koyuki. This is a much softer voice. You know who this is?
Who it is?
Her delightful older sister, Sinon.
Wow.
You kind of see her, she like, she shuts her eyes for a minute, she relaxes, she's like, I got this. Kind of see her like, lean out, like kind of like Kate Bishop, like Hawkeye style, lean out, and she's sitting on the windowsill, and you kind of see her start letting arrows just fly.
Ooh.
She's like, huh, finally, I'm back in the rhythm. You kind of see she's like, letting them go, she's like, oh, I'm getting back in the rhythm, finally. Whatever that was, finally.
Fucking going ham on the turret.
God, I wish Chris was here. That would be. I can hear fucking Avery's voice doing that.
I miss it too. It's okay. Next week. It would have been great if he was here, but it is what it is.
Yeah, right?
So, Jade running alongside. She's using her lightning to. Casting lightning at these Grim Jaguar. They're all like equally as fast as her, trying to keep up. Oh my god! They're all like jumping at her, trying to nab at her.
Every time you see one jump at her, you kind of see an arrow fly and hit them.
Thanks, Glacia.
Kind of see her like, she like kind of nods for a minute. She's like, you know that she's doing it for, there's something that, like behind the reason she's doing it. Like there's a reason behind why she's doing it.
That's that you want to review it, or?
She doesn't know what she said to Jade, but she knows she insulted her really a lot. She doesn't know what she said, she has no idea what happened. But she knows she said something that insulted her, so she's kind of trying to make up for it with keeping her protected.
Oh, that's so sweet. Best friends forever. Best friends forever.
Best forever.
You start taking out different Jaguar as you go on this merry way. One jumps on the back of the warthog, almost like its teeth and like crunched into the bumper, hanging on for dear life, climbing up, and it bites Avery in the leg. He's punching it on the head, but it won't let go. It won't let go. It won't let go. Oh my god! It won't let go.
Kind of jumps and kind of like stabs it with her dagger and pulls her hand like you see her aggressively rip the dagger out of it.
Stab it right in the fucking eyeball. And it fades out.
But you notice how aggressive she was with the movement? She kind of like jabbed it and aggressively pulled the fucking knife back out.
Yeah, and Avery now has a tooth in his leg, a saber tooth in his leg. So that'll be fun for when he comes back.
He's gonna basically have a hole in his leg, basically.
You then see one jump onto the hood, almost like cracking the windshield a little bit, and one jumping off to the side.
Like,
you're trying to at you, fucking chomping at you.
You kind of see her like
you get scratched on the arm, ooh, like Padme on your back.
You notice like Freya kind of like jumps over her shoulder, and you kind of see her like kind of get bigger into an actual fox, and just trying to slash at the Jaguar for a minute, and slash at her.
It falls off and like tumbles into a rock and dies, fucking breaking its neck.
And then Freya kind of like goes back into being small fox and goes back into the fucking thing.
You didn't see it, almost like it like what the fuck's it called? It sends its fucking one of its claws through the windshield trying to grab at you. And then it's trying to reach the wheel.
You kind of notice Glacy kind of like hops out of the car, she stands on the roof of it, and she just fires an arrow right in its head.
That. You didn't see another one on driver's side rear view, or like driver's side fucking windshield. You see he pulls out a really big pistol. Bitch.
Kind of see Glacier like kind of like swing back into the car for a minute.
You see Jade kind of like speed onto the top of the roof, like surfing on. This is cool. And she
Yeah,
kind
I'm
of
getting
like,
tired. This is not.
the last one
I'm
jumps
not
up.
built for this.
Like, and she goes, and it falls to the ground and tumbles away. We did it. And the warthog continues driving. Oh wait. As we we start getting closer and closer and closer to this hidden hideout of the mages, but something happens upon almost like directly upon our arrival. Give me 1 second. The fucking beep beep. I forgot that was there.
Beep beep.
Suddenly,
Beep beep.
Jackson swerves the warthog, trying to avoid the jaguars. Jade uses her ability to dodge their attacks and strike back with her gauntlet, with her sword. I don't know why I said gauntlet. The party works well together, and they win the fight.
Yeah.
But as they approach the location, suddenly... This is not the song I wanted. That's the song I wanted. As they approach the location, suddenly, a blur of red lightning speeds directly in front of the warthog. Standing there, with its beating, glowing red eyes, its blurry body, you can't even make out what it even is. Jackson attempts to swerve around it, but there was no time. They were right there, smack dab in the center of where the warthog was going. He tries to hit the brakes, but it's too late. You see lightning charge up. The warthog stops, almost like it's front flipping. Everyone, slow motion, flying out of the warthog. Avery's like, oh god, holding onto the turret for dear life. Jackson's like, oh. Jade's leaping off of the warthog. The speedster draws its lightning and impacts the front of the car, causing the hog to flip. Everybody flails out of the car, and Jade, using her speed, leaps off the car, charging at the girl in red. When the hog crashed, Glacia feels her body freeze as her body impacts the ground, and she is unconscious. Oh shit. Oh shit. We'll come back to that in a second.
Alright.
Meanwhile, the two speedsters speed off, chasing one another in a fierce race. Now, mind you, let me set the scene. We have a new model here today. Where'd it go?
Did you buy the reverse shit?
I did, baby. There she is. Reverse Jade in her absolute glory. Her and Jade speed off in a fierce and epic battle, challenging each other with their speed and might, going as fast as physically possible. Hang on. I need to switch this one because I used V2 Jade when I made this map. Hang on. Bet. The two speedsters speed off, chasing one another in a fierce race. Jade's first time ever fighting another speedster, an evil one at that. As they exchange blows, Jade is thrown off. She skids to a stop. She skids onto the ground. She gets up disoriented, trying to recover herself. Whoa, what's happening? She sees the girl in front of her, masking her appearance with her speed by vibrating so fast she can only see a blur in red glowing eyes.
Yeah. Need to speed change that for a sec. Hello, Jade. It's been a while.
You're the girl in red. You attacked my friends that night. But you were after me, weren't you? Who are you?
I am the future, Jade. And before I bring this dimension to its knees, I am going to slaughter your team and end your legacy forever.
My legacy? That's what this is about. You wanna be me? You wanna be a hero?
Heroes die.
Only if you can catch them. Look, I don't know who you are, or what I did to you in the future, or wherever it is that you come from. No one's going to die today.
In the future, we are rivals, reverses, opposites of one another. And you sealed me away in the Speed Force from the eternity of hell.
I must have had a good reason then. I won't let you hurt anyone else. I don't care what future you come from. I will stop you.
You sound just like your mother.
She stops for a second. My mother?
Catch me if you can.
Jade grits her teeth. The two speedsters charge at each other once again, their blows colliding with thunderous force. Jade tries to keep up, but she seems to be one step ahead of her at every turn. Jade grits her teeth, determined not to let the girl in red get the best of her. She focuses all of her energy on her speed, using her innate connection to the positive speed force to push herself beyond her limits. With a burst of speed, Jade slams into the girl, sending her flying through the air, as she quickly follows up with a series of blows that leave the girl reeling.
You can't stop me, Jade. And you never will.
We'll see about that. She channels all of her speed and power, unleashing a powerful blast of energy at her opponent. The blast hits with a full force, causing a shockwave and a bright flash of light. When the light clears, the girl in red is nowhere to be seen. Jade catches her breath, looking around in confusion and relief. Suddenly, getting punched right in the jaw, flying back. Suddenly, she's struck again as the girl in red reappears, more angry and determined, more determined than ever. She then speeds directly in front of the girl, but the girl in red is swifter. She sidesteps, using her lightning, almost able to backhand her, causing her to flip. The girl in red speeds around and catches her by the throat.
You are but a shadow beneath my throne. The little brat that Raven Bronwyn raised. But once I have control over all of time, it will be you who is abandoned and forgotten.
Jade struggles to breathe under wait, hang on. I think I missed a spot. Wait a minute, I did? Oh yes, okay. She holds her tight by the throat. With a vibrating hand, she speeds it right into her chest. Jade falls to the ground, coughing out blood. And reverse Jade steps on her, crushing her chest.
Your mother escaped her fate, but you won't.
She struggles to breathe under reverse Jade's crushing weight, her vision dimming as she grasps for air. She refuses to give up, not while there's still hope. I won't give up yet. Not yet.
You were always ashamed of my existence. You always chased me into the darkness, always trying to kill me. Well, if I'm going to die, then everything you love is going to die too.
Suddenly, Misha speeds in nearby, searching for Jade. Jade, where are you?
Starting with her.
She steps off of Jade and starts towards Misha to attack her. As the girl in red steps towards Misha, Jade sees an opening as she slowly gets up. With her remaining speed, she gets back onto her feet. She charges, at the girl in red, tackling her, knocking her off her balance, pushing her out of the way. She gets to Misha's side, but she falls down in dizziness as Misha catches her. Jade, oh my god, are you okay? You're hurt. She wipes the blood off her face as she's... I'm fine. We need to stop her before she causes any more damage. Reverse the... Fuck. The girl in red gets back up, anger burning in her eyes as she faces down the two heroes.
Ah, Misha. It's been eons, my old friend. But do you really think you're fast enough to stop me?
You're not getting anywhere near her.
Oh, Misha. You put all your faith in her, but I bet you haven't even told her who you really are, have you?
What? Misha looks away, afraid to speak, but she knows she can't hide her secret forever. She knows she has to tell Jade eventually, but right now she has to protect her. She can't tell her right now. Right now is not the right time. Misha knows the girl in red is trying to manipulate her secret to hurt Jade, and that she cannot allow. She takes a deep breath and stands up tall, looking the girl in red down the eye. You can try to use my past against me, but it won't work. My past doesn't define who I am. What matters is what I do with the time I have now. Jade, standing alongside her, nods in agreement, standing by Misha's side, interlocking their fingers in a tight grip. We may not know everything about each other, but we have trust. That's more than anything we have. Together we will take you down. We will stop you. The girl in red snarls. In the end, it is their teamwork and unwavering determination that wins the day. As they speed off, continuing their fight, with the renewed determination, Jade and Misha charge at the girl in red. Their blows colliding into full force, the battle rages on. Misha sharing her speed and her aura projecting onto Jade, allowing Jade to run without the pain that she has been feeling. Like they're in this fierce race, this fierce battle. But their cooperation, their teamwork, the battle rages on, fighting side by side, each speedster getting to find the upper hand. With one final clash, sending the girl in red crashing, causing a crater into the tree. I won't let you win. Not now, not ever. Jade and Misha stand victorious, breathing heavily but elated that she was able to defeat the evil counterpart. The speedster, her evil counterpart, her aura flashing. She is weakened. She is beaten.
This isn't over, Jade. You may have won this battle, but the war is far from over. I'll be back, stronger and more determined than ever. And on that day, I'll wipe that smug smile off your face. I always win, Jade.
She speeds off. The girl in red has vanished, disappearing, being summoned back into the negative speed force, leaving Jade and Misha standing victorious. But even as they celebrate, Jade knows she'll have to keep her guard up against any future threats. The danger may be over for now, but as a hero, she can never let her guard down. Not again. She then slowly falls to a faint. It's okay. I have you. I'm here now. I knew you'd come running for me. She pulls her into a soft but tender kiss again. Their love overpowering. Their love is It's what brought them back together and saved the day in a way. Jade smiles at her, feeling grateful to have such a supportive person with her. And with the girl in red defeated, she knows that she will stop at nothing to protect her legacy and ensure that her future is one of justice and heroism. Kill that. Kill her. Bring her to a kill. Get M for Misha. She holds her tightly. She's feeling... She's panting heavily, her heart pounding in her chest. She had never felt so alive, so powerful, and so determined. She knew that she had a long road ahead of her, but she was ready to face whatever future held. With her newfound strength and her unbreakable bond with Misha, she knew that nothing was impossible. And we bring Jade's arc to a close. And now, we enter the mindscape of Glacier Shang-Shini. Now, I need to go into the spirit realm and change a couple things. You'll give me a moment.
You can also go to Sombra's thing.
That's true, too. I have to go into a different map for that, so let's go. Let's do it.
Because that's basically... Her mindscape is pretty much but Sombra, just Sombra's thing.
Somber Tower.
It's a tundra that... The only difference is it's not like a clock tower that she's stuck in. It's just that little mini house. That's the only difference.
Sorry I rambled so much. My brain was having a hard time comprehending everything.
Don't mind.
Sometimes
it shows that it says something when the two of us can go for 2.5 hours. Like, we're at 2.5 hours already, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah. Fuck. I have to figure out what game it was, because there's so many different campaigns. Maybe it was
a side story.
Well, yeah, but I think it was within Chronicles 3.
3 or 2. I think it was 3. Because I think that was when Glacia went off on her own, and that was when Glacia went off on her own.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I think it'll be fitting to kind of start things out in the tower itself. It's actually really perfect the way this is gonna work out. Ugh. Let's see. Perfect. Now I need... And I need... one more. Alright. And... oh, there's music playing behind us too. Okay. Glacia! Oh wait!
Music is really low for me. I don't know why.
I turned it down a little bit, because I need to be able to hear myself think.
No, I was making sure it wasn't something wrong with me.
No, it was a bit of why I couldn't, like, understand what the fuck I was talking about, because I could, like, barely hear myself think. So, Glacia awakens.
I, like, sits up just like, what the where am I? What in the...
After being knocked out, Glacia awakens in what looks to be a mindscape of her own inner realm. And standing there, waiting for her, her sister, Simon Song. Hey, sis.
What are you? How are you here? Hold on.
I built something for you.
Is this my trick on me again?
I built something for you. Do you want to see it?
Sure.
I built you a castle. Do you like it?
It's cool, yeah, but why is it all for me?
Well, I've been in here a really long time. I've been waiting to show you this. I've been working on it for a really long time.
You've been here the entire time?
Yeah. I've been watching
How?
over you.
Hold on. I'm so confused. Adam killed you, did he not?
Yeah. But fate's a little
So
trickier
how-
than that, I guess.
What? I'm so confused.
Would you like to have a tea party?
Sure.
You see kind of like crisscross applesauce all the way, like completely to your right. You're like, what the fuck? You see
How-
Somber.
What the? Who? What the hell?
Why, hello.
Where did you come from?
I've been here for a long time.
Oh, what is this? What is happening? How did I get here?
You're with us, Glacia.
Am I dead?
No, silly. This is a realm within your own mind. A place where I've been able to exist and observe. I've been here ever since. Well,
Okay.
you know, it's...
Then I have a question.
Okay.
They were telling me I killed that giant thing. Did I? I don't even know what happened.
We kinda had a hand in that. Sorry about that.
Are you sure? So they said something about my hair going dark blue. Is that normal?
Revealing herself from the shadows. Koyuki
Oh!
steps in the frame. That's your alter ego, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was making sure. I was making sure I got it right.
It's like,
Hello, Glacia.
and you are?
Well, it's going to sound a little crazy, but I'm Koyuki. It's a pleasure to finally meet you in person, so to speak.
I've heard that name before. Wait. Aren't you supposed to be a goddess?
Something like that.
My mother's told me stories about our whole line being, you know, descendants of gods, and one of us would be the vessel of it at one point, and I was told that when I got older I would figure out what that actually meant.
You see Sinon, she says, when you fell into that deep sleep, something extraordinary happened. Our connection, the bond we share as sisters, allowed us all to exist here, in this realm.
Huh. Well,
I've been here waiting for you to wake up.
Wait, so I'm just asleep? Is that what I'm getting at here?
Yeah.
So what's going on out there doesn't affect in here.
Well, no. But we don't know what's going on out there, so can't really help you if
What I
something
remember
happens.
was the car getting hit by lightning. Again, that's been me getting hit by lightning for the third time within the span of 24 hours.
Yeah.
Why? Why me? What did I do? Is this my punishment for being part of the White Fang when I was younger? Is this my punishment for that?
Well, no, you kind of hit your head and kind of showed up here.
I'm more referring to everything that's happened in the past few days. Like, is this just that people getting back at me because I wronged them when I was in the White Fang? Is this what this is?
Well, Glacia, I don't know how I'm going to break this to you, but things are happening much differently than I remember.
And you remember? I'm confused.
You then see, she says, "Come, sit down," and they all kind of gather in like a small circle, and Sinon starts pointing out each and every little detail on the castle she made. She says, "Every detail was crafted with love. I knew how much you'd love the cold and the snow and the beauty of winter.
You're the older sister.
I wanted to create a place where you could find solace, even within your own mind.
She looks back
I
and
missed
forth. She's
you
like,
so much."
and you were the older sister.
She says, "Just remember, this is a temporary meeting place, a reflection of our bond. This is our sacred place. Only we can be here." Let me turn that off. This one.
So, by the way you're saying it this is basically my own world.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
We call it the Song of Shnees.
Huh. Well, this is...
It's beautiful, isn't
This
it?
is weird.
We
It's
created
amazing.
the sanctuary for you.
Huh.
You deserve
like
nothing
it?
less, dear sister. Trust me. Out there in the world, worlds await you. I'm counting on you to bring me back one of these days so we can be
Bring
together.
you back.
Maybe even all of us at one point.
Is that possible?
Yes, but
How is that even possible?
the universe is a crazy place. But that
Also-
time isn't here yet.
Also, who's the other? She points to Summer. Who? Why do you look the same?
I'm somber.
Why do you look the same? You just have red hair and she has blue. What's the difference?
She's my other half.
So she points to Summer. You two are sisters.
Yes. I am her
So are you both
little
gods?
voice in her head. Oh yes,
She
I'm
put in
just
Koyuki and
more...
Summer. She's like, "Are you both gods?"
Well, I'm more of a chaotic being. But yes, a goddess, shall you say.
Okay.
And
Well
I just
then,
wanted to have the biggest tea party in the entire world.
I mean, there is only 4 of us, but we can make do.
Koyuki says, within this realm, I exist as a reflection of your emotions, your hidden desires, strength you possess within. Sinan
She's
and
like my
I have been
persona.
working together to navigate this realm and help you find your way back.
Well, is there any progress on that?
Yes. Koyuki and I have formed a unique bond within your mind. While I represent the light and the love we share as sisters, Koyuki embodies the strength and resilience to arise from within you during challenging times.
Lacey kind of finally puts 2 and 2 together. She looks at Koyuki and like realizes her hair is a different color. She's like, so it was you?
Yeah.
Why were you rude to Jade? What'd she do to you?
She talks too much.
She did. She just started talking again. You don't have to be that rude.
I don't know that. That's somber saying
So you
that.
say you've seen everything and you've watched through my eye. How
Oh,
have you not?
I will make it up to her with
You
a tea
better.
party, but only if you let me out for a little while.
She looks at Summer. She's like,
Sinan's just like,
you know. You maybe. And she points to Koyuki. Summer, you know. You. It's you who needs to apologize.
oh, fine. Glacia, I know our existence can be confusing and a little overwhelming, but we're here to support you. Sinan and I are both
I'd
part
hope.
of who you are now. Together we can help you harness your inner strength, find the answers you seek. You glaze at Koyuki, realizing the depth of the connection that you guys all share. Both your alter ego and your sisters. A sense of gratitude fills your heart, and as you guys embrace the duality within yourself.
She's alright. Alright then. Well, what's next? We're kind of here now.
Well, we're ready to face whatever challenges come our way. We'll face them together, Glacia, no matter what obstacles arise.
We'll face them as a family.
Yes. The strength that you possess is a gift from the goddesses, and goddesses among this world. Glacia, you are formidable. You will embrace it. We're here to remind you you're in their power. However, there was something you should know.
What's that?
am not of this time. I am the culmination of your future selves. I was lost in time at the calamity of the multiverse. And when
So
the reality
is that
shift was
why I'm
repaired,
seeing-
I was thrown into the past. And when the time comes, it will be up to you to return me to the future. You're still talking while I'm talking, bro. That's fucked up. Anyway, that's why I be content. I gotta finish my sentence before you fucking do.
Logic, though.
God damn it.
It's anime logic, though.
No, you don't even let me get my fucking sentence through. God damn it. Let me finish a sentence.
She's like, so, if you're not of this time, she's like, piecing things together. She's like, if you're not of this time, so does that mean all the visions I've been seeing also aren't from this timeline?
They're other than.
I saw one of me killing Adam. That was very fun. That was fun to watch. That was very fun to watch.
That is what you have experienced is the aftermath, the after imaging of what was a timeline that is now long gone. But the calamity of the multiverse caused a disruption that shattered the fabric of time itself. In the aftermath, I found myself displaced, detached from the timeline I once knew. It seems I was thrown back into this earlier point in your life. The responsibility to restore me to the future lies with you, Glacia. And it is my job to be your guide and to forge this bond, this connection between us here and now in the past, where it should have always been. In the future, I came around a lot later than when things have happened now, and while I realize it, we should have all been this close long ago. But now that we're here for you.
For me.
Glacia, I've been here all this time, waiting for you to wake up. And I've seen the struggles you face. Now knowing that your future self is here, well, sort of. It becomes even more crucial that we find a way to reunite her with her proper timeline.
Well, I guess that's my mission from this point forward, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. We have to do whatever it takes to return you, Kiyuki, to your timeline. Our bonds span across time. And we won't let you remain lost in the past. But how can we navigate the complexities of time and the multiverse?
It requires Jade, doesn't it?
While we do need to delve deeper into the mysteries of this realm, seeking the knowledge and wisdom required to restore this timeline back on track.
Oh.
The wisdom required must come from a great deal of self-discipline. The answers may lie within your own mind, Glacia. As we explore together, we may uncover the keys to unlocking the path back to the future.
No.
Question lies now. Glacia Song Shni, do you accept this responsibility?
Glacia, you kind of see her stand up. Kind of see her. Does she still have her daggers on her thighs like she normally does?
Yeah, everything you have on you is still on you.
Kind of see her pull her dagger out, spin it, and it extends into a scythe, and she stabs it in the ground. She's like, I will honor the song she named by getting you back to where you came from. And I'll do that as a huntress.
Well then. We will explore every corner of this reality until we get back to where we need to be. And one day, all of the Glacia Song sisters will be together in one harmonic place.
Well, I guess that's our hope, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm so
Let's
excited.
make it a reality.
Yeah.
She also looks
The
at you,
tea
she's like,
party
you are
of
way
a
more...
lifetime.
Glacia also looks at you, she's like, you are way more peppy than I remember.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
It's a result of being in here. And
Tell me, I
seeing,
did that?
feeling all the love that you feel within everything. Just remember that we are here by your side. Our sisterly bond combined with your determination, will guide us through this endeavor. And we will face the challenges of time and the multiverse together.
Oh. That's good.
Glacia, your strength resolves... And, I'm sorry, your strength and resolve fill me with hope. We will face the unknown with courage, and one day, we will bring harmony to the timeline once more. Now, we must all get back to our dreams. As you must lay to rest once more.
Yeah, I'm also pretty sure Jade's fighting another speedster.
We saw. She
How
needs
much
you
help
now
her?
more than ever.
Oh.
Go, Glacia.
See you guys later.
The coffin closes, and you go back to sleep. Now I have to exit game to go back. But
that is my fault.
I actually think this is a perfect place to stop us
And
here.
Yeah,
Because then we can actually include Gabriel
we're
next
just
time.
approaching a 3 hour. We're just approaching a 3 hour mark, which is
Yeah.
surprising for the two of us.
Yeah, for real. Hang on.
Especially since the last one was only an hour and a half.
Yeah. Fellas, thank y'all for joining us this week on the Jaeger D&D campaign. It's been a pleasure.
It's been fun.
Lil, any
Yeah.
last words to the family back home?
No, not really, but just so you guys know, if you guys go to follow Twitter at pink_Hane, you guys are gonna kind of see like a little bit of a preemptive sneak peek of a banner I'm gonna be making. That'll be my new banner. If you guys are Persona fans, you guys will definitely know it.
That's so cool. Where can we found you on the Twitter? Is there anywhere else that we can find you?
My
Anywhere
socials are all the same at pink_Hane.
Any cool Wattpad stories this year?
Not that I have really fully started. I have Hane's story, which is where I get my name from, is she has one chapter out. It's the beginning of the SAO set. I have to get more into that. There's other ones I have planned that are gonna be coming eventually. I have a fairy tale one. I have one that's gonna be for Bophoria. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. I have one for a lot of things. So just be ready to see that.
Nice. Well, we're excited to see it, fellas. This was great. I'm sorry if I was a little off tonight. I'm a little tired. It's been a long, crazy
kind
week.
of threw us off that Chris said he was going to be here and then didn't say he wasn't going to be here.
Yeah, it is. You know what? It is what it is. You know.
It is what it is.
It be like that sometimes. But you know what? We'll be back next week. Same bat time. Same bat channel. Everyone, take a look at our girl Chamber's name real quick. She's a goddess.
I guess before ending, I will be right back. So Tony and everyone else, I will see you guys later.
We'll see you later, Lil. Thank you for joining me, my friend.
Of course.
Fellas, we've been through one crazy stream. A lot of conflicting emotions, a lot of chaos and terror, a lot of combat. But we did it. Time has come. Jade did her first battle with a speedster. She really did. She came across an evil one, the girl in red. The evil girl in red. We know not who, where, or what she comes from, but we know she is evil, and we know that she has known Jade for a very long time. And now it is time for Jade to be ready for anything. The future is unknown, and she has to be ready to protect her legacy because whoever this speedster is, she knows a great deal about Jade, and she has to be ready for whatever challenges come her way. Fellas, thank y'all for joining me this week on the Jaeger D&D campaign. If y'all like that, we're gonna see ya next week. Same bat time, same bat channel on TonyTheDudeTV / wait, that's YouTube. YouTube.com/TonyTheDudeTV, something like that. Twitch.tv/TonyTheDudeTV. Everywhere you can find us is TonyTheDudeTV. Matter of fact, what it be, what it do, it's Tony the Dude, and we heading out tonight. Thank y'all for joining me. I'll see y'all next week on Jaeger, episode 9. Catch y'all later.
admitted that I'm not ready to let you go. How is it you left me? I'm so not ready to come and go. Come and go. Come and go. Looking back at the messages, hoping that you might reach out. Before I do, wish you'd tell me what went wrong. Replay the thoughts before they're gone. I can't seem to go on. I can't seem to